There we go. Let me pull the chat up here. Hey, Bumfluff, Duck, Chocolate, Ms. Eve, Bass Girl, thank you for becoming a member. Joining this crazy train. Choo-choo! How's the sound for everyone? Testing for the sound. And I'm going to introduce you guys to these lovely gentlemen up here. Some of you will be familiar and some of you guys will not be familiar with them just yet, but you'll want to get yourself familiar because we've made some fun projects that we want to do in the future, and some fresh eyes and ears in Summer Wells' case for certain parts that, you know, if they want to jump in. Cults, especially with Cfowls, but we'll get there. And Progressive Patriot, Eli, by the way, stayed up till like 6 in the morning going through and asking me where he should start with looking in Summer's case. Why did I want to bring these two gentlemen in? Is because we met through the Kylie Rodney case and all that fuckery, and we'll get into that. But Upchurch kind of did some fuckery in Summer Wells' case as well, and we'll pull some of that stuff up tonight. So I thought it was the perfect... We've known each other for, I think it's going on 5 years, you guys. Isn't that crazy? 2022?
Yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
4 years. Wild. Hey, Tara. Act right. Welcome, guys. Dodie, Marie. So I'm going to let you guys go first because everyone here knows me. So why don't we start with you, Eli? Tell us about your channel. What started your channel? And again, we all met through the Kylie Rodney case, so I'll just let you guys know that, and we're going to get into some stuff. There's no set topic. We're just going to kind of go about tonight. I'm going to show these guys some stuff in Summer's case and see where the conversation takes us, because we have great conversations between us just privately. So it's fun to share it with you guys. So go ahead, Eli, take the floor.
Hello, one and all, you lovely people out there. To those that have seen me before, and I'm accustomed to, absolutely, because I'm a very small little piece of this grand plan, or this grand thing that is YouTube. So, Eli, Progressive Patriot, I met this amazing woman here through the infamous American Dream Chaser channel, where this fella below me was, and it's just crazy happenstance that we've been able to stay in touch from then till now. Around that time, I got the infamous Upchurch shout out, which was a blessing and a curse. I was not prepared, but it did emotionally prepare me for what it's going to be if I'm going to stick around. So if anything, I feel like I've grown the appropriate thick skin to be who I really am on here. And yeah, from the Rodney case and going down that rabbit hole to changing my mind, which got me kind of hated and not veering off the lane. Originally, I wanted to be about unity. That's a really divisive thing to choose and try to spread on YouTube. But yeah, here I am, still doing my best.
Nice. And what about you, Cfowls?
I feel like I'm the secret double agent. First of all, I was on the wrong team. I was kind of Dodgers co-host when this all started, and I got dragged into that whole thing. And I don't think I've ever once had an Upchurch stamp of approval. I think he's just kind of always hated me. So I guess I'm the guy everybody just hated in all of this. But I got, I guess, not dragged into, but I got interested in the Kylie Rodney case, and through poor decision making and alcohol, I ended up on the American Dream Chaser channel, and that was unfortunately my introduction to YouTube. And now here we all are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alcohol sadly did play a part in the early days.
Yeah, I think back then for probably all three of us, actually. Some of us just kind of hit it a little better than others, maybe.
I think that was very much a part of my identity back then. Only little did people know, or maybe I made it very obvious. I would rely on drinking, and I'd have these very popular, strange late night streams where I was clearly very intoxicated, and I'd parody other people in this little
Yeah,
lane. Yeah, like one of them was Molly Go Lightly. Like
I remember. I
yeah, it was the
remember.
silliest stuff, but they loved it back then.
Yeah. I texted Cfowls the other night, and I was just kind of like, does it kind of feel to you like we all kind of got out of a cult? And he was like, I've been saying that for years. I was like, oh, okay, I'm not that crazy then.
I made a video on that. And then
Yeah,
I'm
it's a
sure
good video.
I'm sure we'll get into it a little bit
We
more.
are.
But then right after Dodgers channel, when I kind of got out of all of that, I was immediately inducted into like an actual YouTube cult that, again, I talked about in that video. But it was like we had a Discord, and you had to like show up at on demand basically to like pledge your allegiance to the group and the great leader. Like it was, you know what I'm talking about, Eli?
I know,
Betty's
but
Discord?
this specific detail, that sounds grotesque, and I don't think I've ever heard this exact wording and description of it, being
Oh
honest.
yeah, there was plenty of times where he would just be mad at something and just at everybody in the Discord and be like, get in the voice chat right now, fucking mad. If you don't come in, you're kicked out.
There's a lot of that in true crime. I don't. You guys will maybe notice, maybe you have noticed, but true crime, because true crime brings out a specific type of people, if you will. There's a lot of that. I've been accused of being a cult, even though everyone's welcome to disagree with me. I don't like everyone just yes, share, yes, share. Oh, yes, 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 because then like that's a boring conversation. I don't learn anything. I don't like that. Don't just be yes, share, and what do you say? Glaze my ass, Eli. I don't honestly like that, and when people are like that, it makes me feel awkward. I think it's sweet at first, but then when it continues, it's like you don't gotta do. I'm not above you. We're equals. You know what I mean? Like I call you brother. We are the same. I tell Eli, and I told Cfowls too when we started talking. I'm like, please don't glaze my ass. If I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. I at times really do love to disagree and have a friendly debate. I think that is so healthy, and that's what helps you grow. So yeah, and when we agree, cool. You know, but Cfowls, I do now agree with you on the Kylie Rodney verdict now. I saw some videos that I did not see before, and when I see him say that little bitch doesn't exist, I say, yeah, why not 20 mil? You know? Wow.
Yeah, there's the emotional part of it where like obviously he's talking about a child and a child that lost her life at that. Like everybody has every right to be emotional about that, but then through this whole thing and kind of keeping an eye on the Upchurch case and side tangent, my life is very weird. I'm also friends with somebody who happens to be in a very similar situation, completely unrelated to this, but same thing. A YouTuber just started saying shit and completely ruined somebody's reputation, and like it's eerily similar to what's going on with that. But anyway, my point is I started looking into like where is the actual legality in freedom of speech, and it turns out most people don't actually understand what that means. Ryan crossed the line almost immediately, as we all did. He was just the only one that kept going. Everyone else was like, okay, yeah, I'll shut up now. We were bad. We shouldn't say that. He was the only one that doubled down and was like, fuck it, bitch ain't real.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I see an opportunity right here to open up this discussion a little bit broader because I feel like the that moment through it while the case was happening in real time, I remember how deep into speculation I was, regardless of being led by Upchurch and whoever else was the gatekeeper. Where really is that definitive line? Like, we were all honestly speculating, right? Was it the
Right.
fact that he was saying things that they were definitively the truth when there were not,
E-
or there was still gray area there?
That's part of it. It's blatantly saying something that's not true as if it's a fact. Like if I were to come on here and be like, the sky is fucking purple, and someone, as a bad example, but then Sky Incorporated could sue me and be like, no, asshole, that's a straight up lie, and you know that's a lie. But where it really got bad for him is they were able to prove malice with him doing a bunch of videos on it, which then generated revenue on it, which then showed like he's doing this to make money. And that's where it really gets like, you can't fuck somebody over to make money, essentially. Like that's kind of where the line gets drawn.
Yeah, and he has such a bigger platform compared to any of us. Like suing, like say you, me, or Eli, they weren't gonna make their point like you had said on Eli's show last time, Cfowls. Their point really wouldn't have been made. And I was also unaware. I don't know why I'm blind, but I just started like using TikTok. I really don't use X anymore or that. So I didn't even think about like all of Upchurch's platforms and the millions of viewers and everything too. So that's it. Yeah.
Well, and
What a mess.
that's really where the argument comes in of like, is a content creator responsible for their fans? Like obviously it's a bunch of random strangers that find you on the internet, and you might get to know some of these people and become friends with them, but like at the end of the day you can't control strangers on the internet. But then you take into account that these people were being doxxed and harassed and threatened with like physical violence, and we're going to end your life and all this kind of shit. It's like, well, if Ryan didn't say what he said, there's a legal argument to be made that that wouldn't have happened. So who's responsible for that? Like, it kind of seems like it's the guy whose channel sort of sparked all of that off.
Yeah, and that's some stuff I want to get into with the cult like atmosphere that I realized seems to be, because if Upchurch is paying people to only say the good things and help his image, bet your ass he's paying for the people to get attacked. And I have personally started experiencing some weird shit behind the scenes. Basically just several hours after me making even just my first public comment, which was on, BX Peace Boy.
Now going under a different channel name that I discovered. Didn't subscribe to it, but he's still talking his stuff.
Yeah.
Is it fucking Industry Exposed now?
Yes.
Or something like that?
Yeah. That's it.
Okay.
I don't really watch Boober a lot, X-Right, but I have heard. Exactly, Karen. Yeah, we know as long as you're being respectful, I don't care if you think Bigfoot did something or whatever. Like I'm into it, and I don't like the channels, and we see it a lot in the true crime, you guys. We see it. I mean, I could name certain ones. If you ask me, Dolly Vision, JLR, like, you don't agree with them or be up their ass, then it's a wrap, and you're getting attacked because they're sending their minions to also attack. And and we've already got that. So in Summer Wells' case, you guys will learn, it was the Seventh-day Adventist, which is very much a mix of, like, I would say Scientology and like Jehovah's Witness and that, like, where they have their own doctors, they have their own schools, they have their own, everything. And it's wild. They have things at their church where they have they make jokes of allowing pedophiles into their church, and it's fucked up. Like buckle up, you guys. The stuff we're gonna tell you guys, and don't be afraid in chat. Like, put in chat where you would like the stuff that where you think, you know, we should bring to Eli and Cfowls' attention. Obviously, I want to bring them basically from day one, and we got 5 years to cover. And I want to show you guys
It's been that
Cfowls
long. I'm old.
for Summer Wells. Yeah, June 15th. So it's coming up on 5 years for Summer Wells' case that I've been very heavy into. Now, Summer Wells absolutely did exist. And I do want to pull up some of the Ryan Up Church and Summer stuff, because he changed his tune. And I was kind of wondering why I kept asking him, you know, will you talk more about Summer? Talk more about Summer. I'm glad now he didn't listen. But I also did not watch what he used to say. My only understanding was that he put like $5,000 to $10,000 towards Summer Wells's reward fund to help her be found. I had no idea that he was actually doing videos and discussing and doing some wild shit. And it's wild what he's saying about some of the people in Summer's case, because it's like, hello, pot calling kettle black here. Like, what the hell? Calling everybody else out for being on drugs and how they're dumb. And yeah, so what a mess.
Two key points. Like, you've already described a foundation. You've set a precedent here regarding the way this network operates. Or, you know, you mentioned the Scientology and what was the other church? Sorry,
like Jehovah's Witness,
style, and how they're all kind of interconnected, and the way that operates. Everything is handled in house.
Yes.
And as a collective, that's a very important point.
Let me pull this up. I was telling Cfowls, I don't know if I was telling you, but the SDA even has missing child drills. Have either one of you gentlemen grew up in a church or been to church? Do you ever recall missing child drills happening every year?
Not a once, and I spent quite a bit of time in the Catholic Church as a youngin' and the Christian Church as I got older. Not once.
Yeah. I tried a few different churches. I've tried Baptist. I've tried Lutheran. I've tried non-denominational. My foster family, the group home that I moved from Canada to the States with for 23 years, being pastors of different churches ran in the family. So I got to experience it. And I've even been to a Mormon church as my foster brother was dating a Mormon girl. So we tried that church and would go to church with her sometimes. I've never experienced. And that's what I mean about Seventh-day Adventists. They're like a mix of Mormonism and Scientology. Very odd. I'm going to pull some stuff up here. Don's church is a people mover. Yeah. So there's been people in the Seventh-day Adventists that if they get in trouble for child harm things, all they do is transport them to a different SDA church in a different state. So they
all kind of do that.
Yes, this is true. Hey, Sinister Sis, come on up here. I sent you the link. I've never been in church that's done that. No, it's very weird. Let me find that missing child drill thing, actually. And while I look, you guys are say whatever you would like.
I got you. I'd like to share share on shares. Okay, so like in my experience with the Mormon Church is very interesting, because they came in during a very vulnerable time when my family and I, when I was younger, lived in a trailer and we were swamped by a massive hurricane, and they gave us food and housing when we had to evacuate. And then it was like they literally kind of groomed me in, and to get more intrigued. The more I read from the actual book, the more questions I had, which made them very, very uncomfortable. But I gotta say, they've maintained their composure and kindness. They just don't like questions that produce critical thinking. That was my experience.
Yeah, I guess I kind of have a similar experience. I was never really in the church, but like I've seen some churches like actually do good things for their community and like do food drives and I don't know, be charitable, I guess. But then on the same token, I go into a church and see them asking to put the money in the plate and just see like the power construct there where it's like, okay, I see why this gets out of hand almost every time anyone tries to do this. Someone's in charge and they can say, oh, God told me to ask for more money this week.
And they use a biblical term. I think it's tithing to justify that. Yeah.
Tithing, yes. So, oh, yay! This is my sister, Tammie.
Hi, Tammie.
She has been rocking with me since 2019. The very day I started YouTubing, she was like in my top 5 subscribers.
Yeah. And I see we have to start over now, I think. I was like, dang, all my months are gone. I have to start over.
I got it back. OG, and you know what? I've said a lot of stuff she hasn't necessarily agreed with. There's been times where she's come to me privately like, sister, I love you, but what the hell are you doing? Like, I need to understand what's going through your mind. And you know what? She doesn't flip out, throw fits, bash me on her channel. It just makes for conversations.
Yeah.
That's one of the most core values of discourse is finding where we disagree so that we can at the very least learn how to coexist. And that's one of the reoccurring themes that I've always tried to represent here and on the other show I do, Stuck in the Middle, which is political in nature. That's the most challenging place to find people to unify, but by God, we try.
Yeah. Well, Ryan was never my favorite. Cher can tell you that.
Good call.
Yeah.
I never did care for Ryan. No.
What do you guys in chat? Let me know what you think about the whole Ryan Upchurch situation, because I am curious, but not for tonight necessarily. But for, like I said, I'm gonna do a one and done when I'm ready, with the very same people that are up here. And so I'm just curious, like, where you guys stand, and also to let you guys know that Eli here set up a possible interview that we will be doing, I think, in the next couple of days on my channel with Ryan Upchurch's old manager. If you guys have been watching the Chad Offbeat, is that right? Chad Offbeat.
Chad Offbeat, yeah. Decent person, little docu-series, which he has recently, well, today, just said that he wishes he would have ended on episode 3. Yeah, but there was a lot of Easter eggs in the last one, which are alluding to this, like there's going to be more drops, and so it's ongoing, even though he said this was going to be the one and done. It's kind of a little different now, so I'm a little confused.
We'll see. Well, we'll see what happens, because you know what? It's kind of like me, where I was like, I don't really want to give it too much attention, but then you're like, oh, you know what? I do want to say this or that, because, in Summer's case, I did actually play a lot of Upchurch in it. And so, like I said, and that was fine until I left that public comment. I woke up and I started getting copyright strikes. So I thought that interesting, of things that are like 3, 4, 5 years old. So that's interesting.
CMD Shift?
No, Y Boys and a couple other.
Oh, this is recent, right?
Recent. Yeah, like May 22nd recent. It was actually like right after, I guess, Chad had done a video or a live discussing like the whole music and payment and stuff. So, yeah, we can all see chat. Hi, JT. God made the donkey talk. Welcome. Karen. Hi, guys. You know me, when I'm on a roll, I pay attention. And Marie grew up Mormon. Tried Baptist, Nazarene, and I don't go to church either. So I have my own beliefs and everything. I believe in heaven and hell. I believe, in Jesus and God. I have my own beliefs, but I don't go to church. And the reason why is because I think most churches, they are cultish. And if you do believe in, what the Bible says that you can praise him better in the quiet of your own closet. To praise him for clout and for show is not what he wants. So in my opinion,
Well, he's
don't-
everywhere and anywhere, so
Yeah.
you should be able to talk to him everywhere and anywhere.
Exactly.
Doesn't
Your
have to
pastor's driving, convertible Porsches and all of this and wearing Gucci and all of that. That's not, in my opinion, godly. So
Cher, I wanted to ask you where this came from because I can't remember. We've done so much summer stuff.
I just right now Googled because I want to show Eli and Cfowls some of the stuff tonight. We're going to start some study sessions. But
Do you remember the pictures in the church on the wall? Who was the one that went in? The only person that went in and was able to film in the church.
Molly
And
Golightly.
there you go.
Uh-huh.
And there was pictures of children lying in the wall. Correct?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
I had put that in chat, and I wanted to clarify. I had to remember who recorded that. It was only one person that was allowed in there.
Yeah.
And nobody else ever got back in there.
So right here, if you guys can see, it says the 7th day. And you guys, listen, I smoke a little pot and I'm all over the place. I'm also anxious and excited about this collab tonight. And make sure you guys sub them up. They're in description. So, and mods, if you could drop their channel links a few times throughout the show, that'd be awesome. And Cfowls has a store with like skater supplies and merch, and I asked him to make some new merch, so watch for that.
Oh, nice.
And check that out too. So I'm definitely going to be rocking some. It looks awesome. And Cfowls, can you tell us a little bit? Also, you said on Eli's, but you are really helping like your community with getting sober, and you're doing a bunch of awesome stuff. Could you get into that for a minute and let people know too?
Yeah, I mean, I guess to start, I'm a recovering alcoholic myself, and I never really fit in. It kind of ties into not fitting in with the church. I never really fit in with like AA, NA, like any of the support group type stuff. And I just always, I don't know, I felt like they harp a lot on like how many days has it been and like remembering the past. I don't care how many days it's been. I care about not drinking tomorrow. I can't go back to yesterday and fuck that up. I care about not doing it tomorrow. So what can I do to keep my brain busy and like keep myself engaged to where I don't want to drink today? And that's always been skateboarding for me ever since I was a kid, basically. Like pretty much as long as I can remember, I've been skateboarding. And so I just kind of leaned back into that and found that that was the one thing that was always reliable in my recovery. And I don't know, I guess a lot of people kind of saw my story and thought like skateboarding isn't necessarily the thing you think about when you think about getting sober. Like there's kind of a party culture around it. And I think a lot of people would assume skateboarders aren't really the recovery type. So I just kind of started doing that and talking about it on my YouTube channel. And then I ended up meeting some friends in LA that have been in and out of the recovery industry is the best way to put it. They were working on a company that was basically instituting like VR into recovery. So you can put, let's say, an alcoholic into a virtual bar and like let them kind of get almost like exposure therapy in a way.
Simulated exposure therapy doesn't sound like actual therapy, but I get it. I
mean,
hey, Stuck in the Middle. Good to see you.
Josh.
Oh, Stuck's here? Nice.
Oh yeah, Stuck in the Middle's here.
There's some great things people think of.
So yeah, I got introduced to my business partner. The business isn't technically up yet, but I got introduced to my business partner through all of that. And they're working on opening their own recovery center, and they want me to do like a skate for recovery course. So like people come in and they're trying to get clean off whatever, and instead of sitting around and being sad all day and being depressed like most addicts are, come out with me and get some exercise and go skate and learn a new skill. And like I'll teach them how to film and teach them how to edit and give them like potential skills they can use to get a job or whatever now that they're in recovery. And then along with that comes opportunities for me to do like skate contests and give the profits to either a charity or like sponsor an addict or give skateboards away to like underprivileged kids or whatever. And yeah, we're just kind of trying to use skateboarding as a reason to do better in your life.
I love that. That is an awesome idea.
And skateboarding takes time, and you got to concentrate and energy, and that's a good way to take your time up, you know,
That's
and put
in
it.
the beginning stages. I would just be at the skate park for 6, 7, 8 hours because like if I'm here doing this, I'm not thinking about drinking.
There you go. Wow, yeah, that's a good. I was going to ask you what part of skating do you think is so effective in helping with sobriety? So
If you can allow yourself to be consumed by it, it will take over just like drugs will, and that's all you'll want to do. Like you'll literally be too busy trying to land this trick to go to the bar and get a drink because I want to do a tail slide kickflip out. And
And
that's
you have
going
to
to
be in
take
pretty good shape, right? You got to be in pretty good shape, and you got to
yeah. There's also
eat
the
good. Yeah,
exercise element and
Yeah.
being outside, getting sunshine. Like
yeah.
you're definitely going to get hurt.
An unnecessary clarification, just in case there's someone out there that hears this. The intention is not to be all consumed by it, but it is at the very least a much healthier distraction.
Right.
yeah.
I guess I should make that clear. It's not healthy to just be addicted to skateboarding either, but if your choices are like smoke crack or go skateboarding, I would recommend going skateboarding.
There you go. Yeah, exactly. Stuck in the middle. Yeah. And what about for you, Eli? What's been a good vice for you in your sobriety?
So I'm gonna overshare and trauma dump, but
That's
gonna be
what we do over here.
Oh yeah.
Hey, BTT.
What's up, BTTV?
Welcome, everyone.
She said it better than I did. She has a much more. No, she doesn't like glazing. You have a terrible voice, Cher. Terrible. Don't want glazing. Okay.
Asshole.
You're damn right, dickhead. All right. For me, I think. All right. First, I have to acknowledge I am still a depressed individual. However, I've kind of accepted. I'm not defeated. I just accept it. It is. I hate calling it any kind of chemical imbalance, whatever it is, but there is something that seems to always drive me to this low feeling. So, honestly, everything for every day is me finding something where I have just base level passion to keep me distractive and get me inspired. Maintaining a YouTube channel, I don't care if it's a large or small audience. Having a platform and sharing my voice is a blessing in and of itself, and an incentive for getting off of the alcohol. And I don't even smoke weed anymore, but I miss it. That's just a personal preference for me for the time being. I'm enjoying seeing what my mind is like being sharp again, because I was so dulled and dead inside. So YouTube is one of the few things I have left. My little comic book hobby that I make a little money off of, and just throwing myself in all the way. Stuck in the Middle, that show is also represents a huge part of my passion and some of the things I want to achieve outside of a 9-to-5. So, yeah, I guess the very short version is anybody can find anything and just focus on that instead of booze.
I love that. For me, YouTube is a big help too in wanting to focus on. We have drinks probably. It's mostly in the summer, so I would say probably like around 3 to maybe 5 times a year do we like go out, get some drinks, and get tipsy.
Well, by God, I hope you feel no inclination to like say, "Oh, I cannot make a positive out of drinking." I've acknowledged that.
Yeah, I wish I could go out for a drink once in a while, but I will drink forever or not at all. I don't have that, like, I can have one and go to bed. Like, I'm just going to finish the bottle and then probably get another one.
And I'm like that with some other things. I guess I would say alcohol ended up not being my vice
DOC.
of choice. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Um, do you guys see this here about the Seventh-day Adventists? So the Seventh-day Adventist Church, in coordination with Adventist Risk Management, sponsors an annual, so every year, Safety Sabbath initiative. A primary focus on these church-wide safety events is executing a missing child drill, which helps congregations practice coordinated search protocols, communication plans, and immediate response strategies in the event a child goes missing from the premises. Now, as you guys will see, because I'll show you more, what I have learned, because people that are very publicly supporting Summer's parents happens to be members of the SDA. And I had not come across a case in that I had ever researched into and brought forward where there was any kind of church, let alone, it's my opinion, it's a cult that goes on the TV and backs this family. And even I caught them lying for the family and went to some of them like, why are you lying for them? Like, you're saying that they didn't go to their daughter's prayer vigil because Don's at home or he's working and Candace is at home sick, and so they just couldn't make it. Meanwhile, for the first 3 years, I lived literally 24/7 on video call with them. So I knew that they were at home getting drunk and high and doing whatever instead of being at their daughter's prayer vigil. So then that's when I'm like, this is definitely a cult. So then I start asking them, why are you lying for them? Do you think that makes y'all look good? You think that like you honestly went public and made a video and went live and lied about what the parents are doing, and I know you lied because I have them on video camera and know exactly what they're doing, and I know that they knew that because these people have multiple phones, and so I would hear them on the phone too. You know what I mean? So there's proof out there.
Just for my own clarification, I'm sorry, Cher.
No,
how did you go about reaching this institution?
I just text them. I find everyone on Facebook and I reach out to them and I call them. I have no shame in my game, Eli.
Cher will dance with the devil to get that information.
There's not much I won't do to try and help find a missing child. Especially since Summer's case is something that I similarly lived things myself at. So
I mean, we were so far into Summer's case, we had to step back. It got
you'll see as you're watching. I know you watched a bunch, Eli, but you're gonna see, even just with on me, you're gonna see how sick and ill and unhealthy that I was getting, and I could only imagine how someone looks dealing with Ryan Upchurch 24/7. But you'll see it in me. You'll see me go from sick to ill. I mean, missing teeth, everything, to all of a sudden getting healthier and healthier and healthier as I kind of, I don't know, let the gas off and not be that involved after the first, 3.5, 4 years. But there's something of
decompression.
Well, when we started the case, we
just a mess.
Jumped right in, like we had actually started working on Rose Bly, who is Summer's aunt. She was missing, and we had started that route, and then Summer went missing, and so we started into Summer. And when I started my channel, finally, I all of my videos that I have for Summer are from Cher's channel. So I took them and started my channel with Summer, and she's what I started my channel with. But at times I would just leave the Summer case, and Cher would come back. She's like, "Where are you at?" And I'm like, "I just."
Did you just say that another member of the Wells family is missing?
Yes.
Yes.
An aunt?
Yes.
Yes.
Candace's sister.
Let me bring this up for you, actually. Hold on.
See, and Tammie, if you weren't here earlier, last night I started to do I want to do base level research.
Right.
I got locked in till 6 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, easy.
Yeah. I
Easy.
found myself psychoanalyzing all of their interviews as parents. It's deep. And then
It
using Grok and other means to get condensed versions. There's so much out there.
Yeah.
It's so insane.
Yeah. The best information and the closest information to talking to Dawn and Candace is going to be through Cher. They talked to her, yelled at her, cussed her, treated her. I mean, the relationship Cher had with Dawn and Candace was to a point was hilarious. I
Still
mean,
kind of have. They
I've
still
been-
keep coming back.
I've
Yeah.
been on the phone with bitch, you Cher, you're such a bitch, you're a whore. I mean, just like Candace cussing Cher in the back. It just got comical after a while because we were expecting it. We knew it was going to happen. But it is a rabbit hole, and I mean, get ready.
Yeah. So you guys all up here know Cfowls and Eli, Tammie. You guys know my dad's passed. I've shared privately some stuff. There's some stuff publicly. So there were times where Dawn and Candace would call, afraid that they were about to get arrested, and saying that, like, demanding that my dad helps them and that only my dad would know and understand and only he can help them now. So you know what's going through my mind. Well, my dad's been to prison for, so like, why do you need my dad to help you so bad? And
yeah,
like,
what's he an expert in?
yes, right?
I
So-
am very curious.
I've got, it's all recorded. It's not, this is like things that I will give you guys and you will hear. Like, it's proof, it's facts, it happened. And yeah, it's
Marie, I agree.
so I want to show you. So yes, 10 years before Summer went missing, Candace's sister went missing, adult sister. So Candace and Dawn both have children from marriages from before they even knew each other. So Candace had a son and a daughter with a whole different guy who ended up getting taken away for abuse. She beat her son. I won't say she beat, I don't know exactly what happened. Her son was beaten in the head so badly and severely that he became, he's not the same person anymore.
Brain damage.
Yes, thank you, yes. And she's had nothing with those kids. Don had kids too. He had never, from my knowledge, gotten in trouble for like beating them or had them taken away or anything like that. But Candace's other kids were taken away and put into adoption. Now, one of the people who were originally going to try and adopt those two children was the missing sister.
Oh, what the? Okay. Wow.
Yes, the sister to Candace Wells. And it's Candace Wells's daughter who went missing at 5 years old. So the two people in a decade, both tied to specifically Candace Bly. She gave birth to the one, and one is her maternal sister.
So Rose went missing August 21st, 2009.
Yeah.
She was 21 when she went.
And I have talked to even Candace's mom. She's even a strange one and a liar too, but you'll see this as you guys go see Cfowls. I love the face. I love the faces, but there's a whole lot in this, and I would love your guys' fresh views and thoughts. And a very much huge cult, heavily in this, to the point where Candace even calls people and says that there's uppers. Why? What do you like? Does that not make you think like Illuminati? Like, who the fuck is your uppers?
What is the implication of uppers? What is that supposed to mean in context?
People controlling and taking their phones and downloading their computers and taking control of them. Yeah, she's like
higher up.
Yeah,
So
it's their media manager, but Candace calls them the uppers. Now, there's a whole lot.
Karen from HR of the
there
cult.
is so much shit to this, you guys. Like, the point of this cult was video recording for their church. They had several videos on their church site that was quite literally watching and following Summer before she went missing. We found out that their media manager and Don's best friend was the person recording those videos for that cult.
Does this have any connection to the recent phone call on your channel?
That's not recent. It's old, but I'm making things public now. There's some things that have been privated for years that I'm now making public.
So he is. It sounds like because what we're describing here sounds like some of the things he was attacking you about, and allegedly, in my opinion, for entertainment purpose only, a lot of the things that he comes out and says sounds completely performative / rehearsed / scripted, but that's my non-legal opinion. I'm just making that clear, because on the phone call, did you confront him with this information? He sounded upset about this very thing.
He defends his church more than he'll defend his own wife.
Yeah. Well, he's going to meet.
He wanted to do $1 million. In the resurrection, but he also wanted to plan $1 million pay-per-view false confession, and then talking about how great the Seventh-day Adventist is instead.
What in the flying?
I have it. It's literally, that's not, I have it. It's him telling me it, and I can prove it. I've proven it. It's actually on my channel, but.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anybody listening, that entirely decimates a grieving father narrative. You want to monetize
Natalie
rage bait? Hi, Natalie. Welcome. Thank you for calling me gorgeous. I do try. My eyebrows aren't flecked today, dear.
Did you say on fleck?
Yeah, is that still a thing?
God damn,
I thought on fleek.
Is it fleek?
Hi, Sammy. Hey, Boo. Hi, everyone in chat.
There's a tablet missing too. Remember?
There's a tablet.
She says that they take their computers and they watch their computer. There's a tablet missing from when right after Summer went missing. They couldn't find it. Remember?
Another emphasis and evidence of controlling every move they make from the inside. I don't like any of this.
They couldn't find it, as in like the investigators couldn't find it?
I don't think they ever found it.
The Wells hid it from the TBI because Dawn texted me after and said, "Oh, the TBI forgot to take this." And I'm like, "What?" So I called TBI right away. They have a freaking iPad that you guys just happened to miss. Mm-hmm. You know,
there's some level of record of Mr. Wells saying he wants to pay-per-view a false confession.
Yes, like that, a conversation he had with me. Let me.
Is there any context in the law of which that nothing can be used against him in such a statement? There's
you will find in this case when you go through and listen to Don that he will leave you clues everywhere he goes, but at the time you're looking, or listening, you don't know that those are clues until you get halfway through and you're like,
yeah, that happened just last night when I was watching.
Like the basement clues when he talks about the basement or stuff like that.
Or mentioning a red truck or saying your mom is watching and little things
you caught that? Okay, hold on.
Oh my God, of course.
So here's Don Wells right here talking to me. Let me see. I can blow that up. Sorry. Oh, what? No.
Oh.
Yeah. I can send this to you as well privately, Cfowls and Eli, but for some reason it's not letting me blow it up. So
it's locked in that format.
Okay.
I don't see the screen enlargement option.
It says, "Wow, I thought of doing an entire confession. LOL. Hold on. Pay-per-view. And then confessing how much I love our church or something. LOL. Make $1 million."
What the?
I mean, $1 million's not even that much. If you're gonna do fraud, fucking do fraud.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I'm in a little form of shock right now. It's very seldom that I go quiet. I'm processing this. It's just not computing very well. This is supposed to be a
already.
Father.
I kind of came into this as the dude who doesn't know a lot. I'm already wondering what the fuck you're trying to cover up, my guy. What's going on here? Everything you're doing is weird, and that's coming from a weird guy.
Let's see here.
I mean, what kind of father or human being would make a statement? I know, like, we on Stuck in the Middle, we always say levity is important, especially with dealing with tragedy. We love gallows humor, but the father of the missing child of the unclosed case saying, "I'll go," that doesn't make a fucking lick of sense.
What do you think about the pastor being called a big touchy-feely guy?
Not the best description for a pastor, for one.
Yeah, I wouldn't use words like that.
I wouldn't go to the church of a pastor that would be touchy.
Yeah.
So,
Ick factor is high. Douche chills, as Josh on Stuck would say. Douche chills.
Yeah, I don't like that. If anybody has ever described to me as touchy-feely, I think I immediately want to hit them.
Yeah, that's.
I'm trying to think, like, if I was going
Anyways,
into
I
a
don't know to talk
church.
to you. I don't know that I'm ready yet. Like I said, just
Well, that's way. I mean.
okay, see if you can hear this.
Is that Ziggy?
No. Well, Ziggy's a little different. Okay.
Okay.
This is a member. This is someone who's heavily helped Don and Candace. This is someone who has spent a lot of time at Don and Candace's. This is someone who is heavily involved in the SDA. She is a member. She's a top member. And they call her the bread lady. And she has spent a lot of time. She stays on one of the phones as well as I used to with Don and Candace. She lies for them. And she also
likes
called
her.
Summer Wells was her special little friend. She also disappeared and went to like Hawaii right after Summer got gone. And she also is the
yeah.
person who said that Summer's parents didn't give the law good enough pictures of Summer and gave different pictures of Summer for the Amber Alert.
She also drove a red truck.
She also she bought a red truck after. But okay, let's see if you can hear this.
I'm just saying now.
Anyways, I don't know to talk to you. I don't know that I'm ready yet. Like I said, I just got home. I'm working, and I need some time to get my mind back in order. So I will call you. I want to talk to my pastor too because I really feel like he is better at this stuff than I am. So I'm more like to talk from my heart, and he's more of an actual objective. You know, he's also a very big touchy feely guy too, but he also has just more knowledge about what we believe and all that fun stuff. I'd almost prefer if I did do something for him to be with me, just because I'm probably gonna get stumped and be like, I have no idea why I believe that, but.
So Don, you'll notice a lot of his first few interviews with me, he does them at the church. There's always either Robin, this lady around, or a church member around them. Even when they're doing those first interviews with the news that I sent you yesterday, you'll notice in the background, Robin's there. So there's always a member or two of this cult with them when they're talking about Summer. So did you guys hear her say, my big touchy-feely pastor?
That's the strangest endorsement I've ever heard. They vote for
Also-
my touchy-feely pastor. Yeah.
I mean, if my special little friend went missing, I would want to go surfing too. That you obviously go to Hawaii when that happens. It makes complete sense.
Right. And she also was like, yeah, we packed a bag and we brought snacks. And we were like, and when she pulled up to Ben Hill Road, because she said when she pulled up and she saw the helicopters and she saw the cop car, she goes, then it became very real.
Okay, so given a little bit of stuff that I know, I'm curious regarding this purchase of the infamous red truck. This was post or prior?
She bought the red truck long after Summer went missing, and there was a red truck talked about. It's my personal opinion. With my involvement, it is my personal opinion, and I can show you where. Because Dawn brings up randomly a red truck, and Candace is like, red truck? I didn't know
And they
nothing
had a
about a red
red-
truck.
yeah,
I
yeah,
thought it was a blue van. That's what Candace says. I think they made up the red truck to get an Amber Alert, to make it look more like, okay, my daughter was kidnapped. Look at, there's an Amber Alert. That's my personal thought and opinion. Because Don cannot keep his story straight about the red truck.
In everybody's personal opinion, was there ever a Jose?
Yes. Yes.
He's
Jose
been-
died.
Wow. What? How far down? What? All right, he left the state.
No. He died.
He died.
Literally.
we'll talk privately about that first, you guys. But
Copy that.
I have conspiracies on that, which is why I'll talk about it privately.
Yeah.
But yeah, he all of a sudden he threw his phones in the ocean and then he died.
And
What the
so
fuck?
did another lady died.
Did he?
There was another
A few people in Summer's
Yeah.
case have actually died.
three
since
that
Did he
Summer got missing.
somehow control alt delete with 2 shots to the back of his own head? Because
No.
it's crazy when people do that. It's wild.
Yeah. No, that's not. I don't remember how he died. I'll have to relook that up. But yeah, no, he got rid of all of his devices. They got thrown in the ocean and then he died.
I can't. And thank
And how do
you,
we know they got thrown in
Barnes
the
and Noble Crime Time, for becoming a member. Thank
He
you.
did absolutely exist though, and he was a real person. And Tammie is Barnes and Noble's true crime. Thank you, sis. I appreciate you.
Yeah.
I appreciate you guys. Thank you, Bass Girl. Also, if I didn't thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. I think a lot of the questions I have would be necessary in the back street, so to speak. But I am very Don went on about a fight that they had, and
Yes.
this is the same individual that ends up. Okay, all right. It's all
Yes.
connection here.
Yes.
Okay. Interesting.
I want to show you guys some stuff, and feel free, like I talk, so and just butt in and interrupt and say whatever on your mind. Eli,
Steamroll.
Cfowls, sis, yeah, just get it like. And I'm gonna open the panel if you guys are cool with it in a little while, because I'm interested what chat would like you guys to like, what they would like to bring forward, because I bet a lot of people are excited that you gentlemen are taking an interest in this, because we try to find different ways all the time to help keep Summer's name, who was absolutely a real person, and we still don't have closure, so we look for different ways to keep her name and face out there until we get answers. We don't want people to just keep on with the next hot topic. I haven't been able to do that, as you can see. We're on this. Tammie is on this. We don't just jump to the next hot case to get the views. So I'm so happy that you guys are willing to have these conversations and
No, the
appreciate
case
you guys.
The case I'm doing now, though, but I want to do it because I didn't get to dive into it because I didn't have a channel. So that's what I'm
By all
doing.
means,
Yeah.
I kind of live for this. I need another part of staying sober is keeping my mind stimulated, and this is an area where I like to put it to use. Sorry, there was another factor that I was thinking of, but there's just a lot of factors. And there's so many coincidences that it goes beyond that word, and it becomes a pattern. And watching the interviews of the parents, man, what I'm seeing, in my opinion, is what was the term I used? Aside from cognitive dissonance, it just seemed they were so deadpan. But I don't want to judge, because where a lot of people get in trouble. Judge what a mourning parent or family is supposed to look like. But I didn't see a lot of emotion. I just saw, I don't know, with Don, he has a tendency to look up and to the left, which is not for recall, I believe. And
Hey, Pam.
The mother, whose name I forget. What was
Candace.
it? Candace.
Yep.
How could you
can't
forget
really-
that name, Eli?
And Candace's mom is also named Candace, just so
We
you know,
call
but we
her
call her Grandis.
Grandis.
Grandma
And
Candace, Grandis.
Not confusing at all.
are they
You
very
can call, you can
I
call
was-
Candace Can too
Yeah.
if you want to. We call her Can.
Go ahead, Cfowl. Go ahead.
I was going to use the exact same word as Eli a second ago. I was going to say, I already see a pattern of not cool shit happening around this dude. You've told me, like 5 stories now of people who have been around these people who just aren't anymore?
When there's a trail of people that are not there, that's a red flag. We've already established a cult-like mentality regarding a hierarchy that is with a church that has drills for missing kids, which I think that just, in my opinion, sounds like having a good optic out there.
We're going to get more into that, the missing drills too, because wait till you find out that the missing drills basically tell if the kids do it wrong, they have to do it again. And it's like, don't come out for anyone except for church members. And it's very weird. We're going to get it. Well, we're going to get into all of that. But, you guys in chat too, what I'd like to do is you guys go through it. If you have questions, I can send you stuff, but I think we should do live study sessions. I like to call it study sessions because then it's just all of us learning together, right? On a little girl that absolutely did exist. I hope she still exists, but when her parents speak past tense, it makes me lose hope. But sometimes I get fresh hope and hope she is alive out there. But then you hear her dad say stuff like, well, you know, she's probably getting tortured and raped and stuff, so I hope she is dead. Or I hit her in the fucking head with a fucking hammer. That makes me lose hope that she's alive, actually. So that's why you'll hear me go back and forth. Do I have hope she's alive? Do I don't? Because when her own dad speaks that way, it's just ridiculous. I want to play this here of her mom discussing her missing daughter, who is Candace's sister, and then I want to bring up like the first news interview because I don't think Cfowls has seen it, and I'm curious what he's thinking. So if we do these study sessions, because if I just tell you guys stuff, I don't want people to be like, oh, it's just Cher's point of view that is telling you. I want you guys to see it and hear it for yourself and just ask me if needed. And there's other people you can ask too. It doesn't need to be about, you know what I mean? I want it to be fair and like not me like putting things in your minds, if that, you know what I'm trying to say?
Open-ended. Yeah.
Yeah.
So let me play this for you guys here. It's I have a better video. There's so much about her. Name is Rose Marie Bly. Again, went missing 10 years before Summer did. So she would be Summer's aunt. Let's
My
see.
biggest business mistake, 10 apps
Am
to
I
run
sharing
my team.
screen?
Now it's just connected.
Okay.
Everything's in one place. It features live.
Rose has been missing for 12 years. I miss her dearly. She's the baby of the family. I had 3 girls, and she's my baby. Yeah. Candace is my baby too, but she's my youngest one. And
It's a little low. Sorry, I had a.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a little low. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't think I can get
and then
it.
have to go through
That's
it
all
again
right.
with my granddaughter Summer is very heartbreaking. And that's what a lot of people don't understand. Is
Yeah, it
what a
is.
parent goes through, what a grandmother goes through.
She's like, it's very heartbreaking and a lot of people don't
I know it's
understand.
hard for them if they're
I can
if
hear
they
it when I
pass
do
away
this.
from COVID or some other tragedy. It's the
COVID.
not knowing.
It's the not
That's what
knowing
tears us apart. It's the
that tears
not
us apart. It's the not knowing.
Yeah. Her story's kind of changed. Now, Candace, okay, this is how I'll say it. Other people have come forward, so it is absolutely considered hearsay that Candace has, I guess, bragged about killing her sister. I have not heard her do that, but there has been people who have come forward and said that they have like been hanging out, you know, having cookouts, hanging out, whatever, at, you know, their flop house, and that Candace has absolutely said like she's buried up in Wisconsin, or I killed that bitch and she's under the driveway in Wisconsin is absolutely wild. I don't think I'm sharing the sound. Shoot.
Is this family? How far back do they go? Tied in connection with this church that we have been discussing.
So Don found the church while he was in prison, I guess. So they go back way back, I guess. Don does.
So while he was in a foxhole.
Allegedly. Yes, that's where he turned around and gave his life to Christ. You know, that prison house, jailhouse.
Yeah, where he was in presumably a very hard spot in his life and wanted to keep faith in something and have people around him who he felt like maybe loved him. That's a weird place to meet someone for your religion.
If that was irony or sarcasm, yeah, I'm with you on that.
Have
when
you
I was
not
an
known me
18
for like 5 years now? When am I not being sarcastic?
I don't know. It was more of a deadpan delivery, man. Sometimes you surprise me. Yeah.
Captain Kirk was around when he was when Upchurch was going through Summer Wells stuff. If I'm not mistaken.
Oh, I mean, anytime
I'm curious about.
church
Well,
is
what
any.
So I want to bring up. Go ahead.
you're gonna
Yep.
like it when you see some of Cher's videos and Dawn starts quoting the Bible.
It gets crazy. It gets crazy. Let me pull up. I want Cfowls to see, and then I want to pull up some of Ryan's coverage on it because I was actually pissed when I actually watched it. Okay, so let's do this. So also, you guys should know that Don very publicly has said that he has been around many trafficked and kidnapped kids who have been on cocaine and drugs.
What? Who said that?
Don Wells.
He's been around many
Yep.
drugged.
He's been in different states. He said in California he was around kidnapped kids that were hooked on cocaine. In Arkansas he was around kidnapped kids. And he knows for sure now they were kidnapped kids who were hooked on cocaine and drugs. And I want to say Utah as well. He said that.
Is there like context around that? Like, was there a conversation being had, or
Many
just one day he was
conversations.
like, "Fucking, I know
That-
traffic children."
Yes. Yes.
All right,
Yes.
cool thing to say.
You'll learn that that's very much how Don Wells communicates.
And then he wonders why is a suspect in people's minds.
Yeah.
Your
Seems
daughter's
like a
missing.
perfectly reasonable guy to me.
Right. Not creepy or suspect or anything.
Still
I
a
love
little bit
telling
state of
people
shock.
about all the trafficked children I know. I open that up at parties.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a great icebreaker. Trust me.
Yeah.
Oh man.
All right. I
No,
want
no,
you to
Yeah.
see this, Cfowls.
Here, I'm gonna play a quick roll. Hey, Tammie, how you doing? We haven't met before, but I've been around about 20 trafficked kids back in my day. Oh, that was crazy.
Right.
Yeah.
Your perfect domain.
How's the
is out
sound?
there. Go
Much
to
better.
Wix.
Okay.
hear
Make
it.
it yours.
Okay.
Claim your space.
A lot. I know she didn't walk away from this property. by
And just holler
herself
at me
or
when you
off
want me
this
to pause
yard.
it, okay?
Oh,
By her
open with this
swing.
interview. Good, Cher.
I feel in my heart that somebody has came up here and took her, has lured her away from here. Me and my mother and her were planting flowers. And we went in after we got done washing our hands, and she got a piece of candy from Grandma, and she wanted to go back over and see her brothers. And I said, okay, and I walked her all the way over to the porch, and I watched her walk into
Sammy.
the kitchen where the boys were watching TV. And I
that
told
true?
the boys, I said,
Yes. That's
"Watch
one of the times,
Summer,
yes.
I'll be back."
Okay.
And within 2 minutes, I came back.
I'm going to rewind that
and
just
I
like
asked
10
the
seconds
boys
because
where their sister was.
there's weird shit
Within
said
2
and
minutes, I
it's.
came, watch Summer. I'll be back. And
Notice she tries
was
to
it
put the
said,
blame on her
"Watch
sons.
TV." And I told the boys, I said, "Watch Summer. I'll be back." And within 2 minutes, I came back. And I asked the boys where their sister was, and they said, "She went downstairs, Mom, to play with her toys in the playroom." I said, "Okay." And I yelled downstairs for her a couple times, and I didn't get no answer, which was unusual because usually she always answers me. And so I went down there to check, and she was nowhere in sight. She was just gone. I don't go on walks around here or runs because I'm scared of the bears and snakes and even the
Just
coyotes
so, okay.
that are around here.
Just so you know, that's a running joke because
It is.
her going on a walk is just, it's a joke anyway.
You know about when she says she's just gone. I kind of believe her on that because I think
Well, the police said she left that driveway twice.
I don't think Candace was there.
For one, if she has this level of discomfort about her surrounding area, her establishing that she allowed Summer to play outside by herself, but no, she just threw her kids under the bus for that.
Yes. And also, when Summer got gone, her first thing was to send her other 3 minor children outside and down the hills to go looking for their sister.
What the fuck kind of sense does that make?
See Cfowls' face.
Yeah, you do,
and-
yeah.
Yeah. And
That- I mean, yeah.
Don will say somebody put her in a car and left, and I actually believe him.
Well, I
But
just
I
found.
think he put her in a car.
I know. Well, remember one time he accidentally said it's like she put her in her car and left, and he slipped. But I found another call between me and him,
Yeah.
and he says in there they didn't even have their cell phone on them when they took Summer. Wait a minute, how do
how
you
would you
know
know?
that? Well,
do you know who
their
they
cell phone didn't ping or anything, so they didn't even have their cell phone when they took Summer. How do you know? How do you know that?
The they that he's referring to is the suspect that's never been identified. So, is that accurate?
I have no idea. No,
So
it
you
was
were-
an actual slip. I think it was a Floridian. How do you say Floridian
Freudian slip.
slip? Yeah.
I mean,
so-
I believe she was put in a car and taken off that hill.
Oh
I
yeah,
believe
because
that.
the dog stopped at the road, which would make sense if she was put on even a 4-wheeler, a car, a truck, a dirt bike. They have dirt bikes.
Yeah. So there's little bits of the truth in all of the crap that they say, that the BS that they cover it with, in my opinion. I don't, I don't believe Summer's with us anymore, but that's just
Me either. That's our
I
that's
mean-
our belief. That's our belief. Our opinion. Yep.
right,
But-
right.
Here
After
we
this
go.
span of time, that's not an irrational conclusion.
And I
Well,
base
whoever
that on
has my
two
dog-
things. I base that on the facts that the stuff we've done here through the 5 years, and I've also based it on my reading on my
Yeah.
other channel. But yeah,
And boys, if you hear anything and you want me to pause it, just holler at me.
I pray and hope that they have not harmed her and they. I don't go on walks around here or runs because I'm scared of the bears and snakes and even the coyotes that are around here.
The coyotes.
Well, whoever has my daughter, I pray and hope that they have not harmed her and they bring her back to us safe and sound.
Just turn. I mean,
No, I know
love
you're
the
lying.
FBI, the
I just
police,
figured
and,
out this whole
clear it up.
case. You can't have that accent and then go, I'm scared of the coyotes. No, you're not. No one who lives in Alabama is scared of coyotes.
No, it's Tennessee, silly.
Close enough.
Yeah.
Candace doesn't run anywhere.
Hell no.
She will tell you that. She don't.
Allegedly. Allegedly.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think she's running anywhere. I just don't think rednecks are scared of coyotes. I
Yeah.
feel like that's more target practice than anything.
I got a bit
Yeah.
more of a mean-spirited joke
Well-
at her expense.
She goes camping. Exactly. Nice, Marie. Yeah.
Well, coyotes aren't out during the day. I'm from the country. They don't. If you see a cow out during the day by himself, he's been
Yeah,
taken
something's
from his
wrong.
pack.
Yeah.
You just don't. That just doesn't happen. They come out at night. So this was during the day.
Well, and just to clarify,
Sounds
typically species of the same kind aren't afraid of one another. Therefore, why would she be afraid of bears? Okay. All right. Great.
Oh, that is, yeah. We'll end up getting into that. Like I said, I just want to introduce them
I agree with
and
that.
stuff. We will get into the whole CPS because CPS actually was on their case, just so you guys know. And it was said that they were supposed to be coming back out, and that's when Summer got gone.
How many siblings, by the way, were taken prior to Summer?
None were taken. The boys,
Not-
the
well,
three, Summer's three brothers that Dawn and Candace have together were removed 3 weeks after Summer disappeared. Now, Candace had 2 kids taken away from a previous marriage years ago who are now adults.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
But the boys, the CPS was coming to see the boys like the day of or the day before
Summer.
Summer went missing.
It
right?
was summer. They were
Oh, they
coming
were
out
coming to see
specifically for
Thank you.
summer, for all of the kids, but
Yeah.
summer was. They were more worried about Summer specifically, and we know why, because she was the one. The boys were they had some meat on their bones. One of them was pretty chubby, but Summer was very much malnourished
And she was getting ready to start
and
school.
bruised up, getting ready to start school, and that's when she got gone. And I will remind you, Dawn has confessed. When someone like Dawn comes online and says, I confess I molested my stepsisters when they were 5 years old. I confess I did it for several years and I did it to multiple stepsisters and even my stepsisters' friends. When he's coming on and confessing to stuff like that, think about it. Why would you feel comfortable confessing that? Because you think that makes you look like a better guy than whatever else is going on, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, even if
And
you're
that's
lying
scary.
about that for like views or whatever, which I don't think he's
not. The sisters have come
views,
forward. Yeah.
But even if you're lying about that, like, why would you say that? That's an insane thing to say.
Yeah.
So started molesting his stepsisters and their friends when they were 5 years old and he was 19.
I don't know.
Something like that. He was grown and they were 5 years old. And I think I think it started when he was 12 or 13 and they were 5 and continued on. Then he went to jail, came home from jail, and it started again. And yes, he said that it was their fault that they got molested because one time he caught them looking at his private parts or something like that, or it was weird.
Okay, so he is establishing with a statement like that he is still a danger if he views it like that.
Yeah,
Oh,
and then he got caught breaking into this other woman's house that he was being a peeping Tom on, and the cops came. He was stealing their hair panties.
Oh, I heard about that, and also I do not mean to jump around, so just stop me if I'm getting ahead.
I'm kind of going everywhere too because I'm excited to bring this all to you. Yeah,
this is a big banquet here. There was another woman that was living with him that I learned through your channel, and he didn't seem to answer for that very well at all. Mark did an excellent job. Both of you did an amazing job at that first interview. He said a lot of things in plain sight.
Yeah, it just slips, and we'll get to Cfowls. You got a lot to watch, and you're gonna see it all starts out in this cult too. For the longest, it started where he would not have conversations outside his church or without a church member around. It's very weird. Why can't you make a plea for your daughter by yourself? Why do you need?
He never has made a plea for her.
No,
not really, not.
Okay, let's go on because I want you guys to pay attention to. You're going to see Dawn bring up Summer being dead in this very first interview. This is just like 3 days after Summer got gone. And it's my opinion, TBI was like, here, do a news thing and get it out there so that they could kind of watch them too. You know what I mean? But you'll watch.
ADD kicked in. That's why I didn't compute there in Tennessee. TBI doesn't mean Tennessee Investigative Bureau or whatever to me. It means traumatic brain injury because I'm a skateboarder. TBI just means you got rocked in your head a lot. That's why that didn't click until just now.
Okay, now you get a pass, but this is the one time. Don't
I have TBIs, man.
You know what? I didn't think of that, but yeah, that's what that makes sense. Natalie, welcome back, beautiful. Do you want a link? Do you want to join panel?
Hi, Natalie.
She is amazing. Check her channel out, you guys. After I do a day of just depressing summer wells, networking, and whatever I'm doing, I like to go to Natalie's page because it's always, she's a motivational content creator. It's very good. It's good vibes, and it's much needed in this dark world. Dark world.
Girl, don't even get me started on the hair shaving.
I'm just gonna
yes. Sorry, go ahead.
No. If you're in the chat and you have a link, I'm gonna sub to it. Just saying. All right.
Good. 'Cause I
Um,
need 500 subscribers, y'all.
You will learn, and it's going to come up, Eli and Cfowls, that they had Summer's head shaved before she disappeared as well.
Yes.
Like
What the
shaved,
fuck?
trafficking world, you know why you would do
Oh
that.
dear God.
And
Okay.
he doesn't even know why. He tells about 3 or 4 different stories why her head was shaved.
Yeah.
Tell me, do you think a girl wants to be a pretty princess like Elsa from Frozen and then want her head shaved?
And she is not going to want it shaved because the boys' hair is short. Because their hair wasn't short then.
Yeah.
There's
Tara!
no context that can
Hi,
make
Tara.
that make sense.
So let me continue. Again, holler at me, boys, if you got anything. Rewind.
Back to us safe and sound.
Just turn. I mean, go to the FB.
Whoever has my daughter, I pray and hope that they have not harmed her and they bring her back to us safe and sound.
Really quick, is it triggering to anyone if I smoke a joint?
Hell no.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Okay.
Dickhead.
I mean, go to the FBI, the
Asshole.
police, and clear it up. I mean, I don't know. It seems kind of elusive.
It's really strange that I've never seen this truck, and I've never
See?
heard of it.
Here you go,
until
Eli.
just
Hold on.
recently.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Listen
I
to
don't know,
this.
It seems cleared up. I mean, I don't know. It seems kind of elusive.
It's really strange that I've never seen this truck, and I've never heard of it until just recently.
What the?
Right. The truck that made the whole Amber Alert. She's just learning about it right now.
That okay? That's a giant red flag. It is the largest red flag I've ever seen since I've seen a picture of communist China. What in the F, man?
This is
Well.
Why? Why is it weird that there's a random red truck you've never seen before?
You
If
will
it's
go
just a
broke.
random dude, like okay.
Yeah.
Random
You will go
dudes drive
broke.
by my house all the time.
Buying,
Tara, if you would like a link, I can send it to you.
you will go broke trying to buy red flags for all this.
Oh my God. Yeah. All right, let's keep going because you're going to hear her say,
You got
I
a
saw,
notebook?
I saw a blue van. This is just an introduction, but we're going to start our study sessions. So, and also I have I'm going to do a whole just cult side of things too that I planned with Cfowls. Of course, Eli can join too, but yeah, again, I'll interrupt and say make sure you're subbed up because I've got some plans with both of these gentlemen here, and you're gonna want to make sure that you're subbed to all of our channels because we're gonna be collabing on all of each other's stuff, and you won't want to miss it.
Did you drop Natalie's? Did somebody drop? Did she have a channel?
Natalie, share your channel. You're a mod boo. Share your channel,
drop
please.
the link. She did mention that she wasn't popping up, but yes, please, everybody, drop
Okay.
your links. I'm subbing to every single one, and also when we're not collabing, whenever I get my teeth into something like this, I often like to rant, just to process everything, because my brain is full of just nonstop gears ever since I got sober. So yeah, and you guys will be a part of you'll be a part of the team. Join us. Let's all be a team.
I love it. I'm planning a little side podcast with Cfowls too on his channel, so watch out. I'm excited. But do we not have good energy on this panel? This makes me excited for YouTubing again.
This feels good. It feels really, really good.
We used to have good panels.
Really good conversations. And Tammie, I can tell that you're excited about this conversation tonight and to have new eyes and ears on this.
I always love talking about summer. I never
You guys,
wanna
you have to check out. I will find the link here in a minute while we play through this video. Cfowls did an amazing 2-hour video on cults, and I want you to watch that before we start into our series, because like I said, I really want to get into the Seventh-day Adventist too, but his video, I got halfway through it, I got to finish the other half, and I was like, how the hell have I not seen it? Well, he had it on private for a little while. Go ahead.
Oh, you're getting to the fun part. You're
I'm getting to the
through
fun
and
part.
haven't seen the end. You're getting to the good part.
Yeah, I highly recommend. So check it out because his research into it is really good. And as you guys know, I have done some of the cult, especially in the SDA. So it'll be really fun to get all of our experience and stuff together. Yes, I like it because guys, believe it or not, there are things like me and Cfowls have not agreed on much. Me and Eli have not agreed on much. Like me and Tammie, as you know, don't agree. And look at us. We can have adult conversations and not get on our channels and bash someone, or go pay some of our trolls to go bash them for us because, oh my God, they said that they have a different opinion than me. Oh my God. You know,
Church community.
and we are going to get into that. I want to get into the Upchurch and the summer stuff, but again, I don't want to necessarily talk too much about Upchurch. The dude needs help.
Also,
but, yeah.
Unrelated to anything Upchurch, I can also say the same thing about like 4 or 5 other content creators I know about. It's just a cult over there. That's all it is.
Yeah, that'll be a good one to start with. Be aware of, because there absolutely is, especially in the true crime. There is cult-like people. We've seen it. Should I call one out? Dolly Vision, JLR.
Never liked them. I never watched either one of them because I didn't. I pick up on energy, and I didn't like theirs.
I did way back when I was still Upchurch approved. I decided to go after Dolly Vision for a little bit because his ex-girlfriend and I got very, very close. The one he did completely wrong, and yeah, we're well. I still have her number, but the thing she shared with me about him that I don't think would be in good taste to disclose. When I did the video about him, he sent me so many caps lock threats to just like, don't you dare! If you start with me, I'm gonna come at you full force, bro. Don't you fuck. I think I pinned him on those videos.
All right.
Yeah, I'm worked up. I like it.
Oh no, I was just trying to make sure we're paying attention to chat there. Chat.
I talk.
We love it. Here we go.
But I wish they would come forward and explain themselves.
Oh yeah.
And I've never heard of it until just recently.
Just remind me
that I've never seen this truck, and I've never heard of it until just recently. But I wish they would come forward and explain themselves. I mean, if you're not a suspect, at least come forward and say what you've seen. She was a tomboy. I shaved my head.
She was a tomboy.
She tried to shave her head in the back and make it. I think you can see it in some of the pictures, and it was getting out of control.
So do you guys notice something right away when talking about the shaved head? Candace is talking. Candace is talking about it, and Dawn has to interrupt and not even let her finish and explain why his daughter's head is shaved. Here, let's one more time.
She was a
Here we go.
Expect at least come forward
and also the past tense.
Yes,
she was a tomboy. You know, not anymore though. Okay.
Say what you've seen. She was a tomboy. I shaved my head. She wanted to have her head shaved like me and the boys did.
She tried to shave her head
in the back
and make it. I think you can see it in some of the pictures, and it was getting out of control. So we decided to shave her head off and let it grow back long, and she shaved her head so she wouldn't feel bad, and but it didn't bother her at this point.
No bit.
Well, I knew right away that she was abducted. You know, I knew that right away, and that's what I told them from the beginning. But they have to go through their, I forget the word.
Investigation.
They have to do one step at a time, I guess. But I'm sorry that they had to spend so many man hours in these woods and everything. I've seen them limping and everything else.
How is he going to come out of the gate with this? This is the first interview. Is that accurate?
This is, yes, I believe the first time that they were on the news. Yes.
So he's coming out of the gate with this confidence of, what was it? That she was abducted, like with full certainty.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I got that too. You just know that for certain?
I mean, there's so many other factors that are possible. How can you lock on to one if you have hope that she's still out there? That's
because they always talked about her in the past tense.
That is gleamingly apparent. I just this stinks to high heaven to me. Cfowls, I'm sorry, brother. What'd you have to say?
No, I was gonna say pretty much the same thing. Like, how are you so confident she was abducted? And then while you were talking, I had the thought, I feel like if I had a child and that child went missing, the last thing I would be trying to tell myself is like, was, or she's gone, or I would all day just having to be having to lie to myself. Be like, no, she's probably fine. Everything's probably cool, just to like not freak out and probably kill someone myself.
In Minecraft, allegedly.
Yeah, sure, for entertainment purposes only. But like to just come out of the gate and just be like, oh yeah, I'm pretty sure I know what happened. Like,
thank you for all the links, by the way, team. Thank you guys in chat.
Sidetrack, Cfowls, can you show your glorious dreads off?
Oh, I get full screen for this?
Hell yeah.
This is a feature premiere event.
Oh, I disappeared.
He disappeared.
Oh, you're not real.
It's glorious. Glorious.
Thank you, Aussie True Crime. Welcome to the
Crazy Train. Choo choo. Thank you so much for becoming a member. I appreciate
Hi,
you.
Aussie. Hey, sweet lady.
We got some fun stuff. It is, Tara. It is so suspicious. Yes. Or suspicious. What the hell?
That was a great new slang term. Yo, man, y'all acting like forget stuff.
I can hear my kids like, ew, mom.
We're hip on this channel.
Yeah.
None of us are old.
No.
We inventing new slang here, cuz.
Okay, here we go.
You know, and I feel for them.
Oh, this gets me too, you guys. So when I first watched this and I heard him say, it just gave me the creeps of him being like, oh, the searchers out there searching, and like we know she's not out there, and they're like out there limping and stuff. I feel bad for him. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Like, what?
Okay. To break that down for anybody that needs it, although I have full confidence that people are
Hi, P
in this chat. Holy crap!
Hi, Princess. Hi.
No, it's okay. Hi, Princess. Welcome, Aussie True Crime. I just subbed up to everybody, by the way, which I'm gonna stop saying.
You're good.
It sounds okay. So that to me sounds like he's putting out there in the universe or in the media to almost have sympathy for the people whose job it is to continue to search, so that that can plant the seed of, okay, boys, let's not work as hard. Like, I don't understand that. This is the father.
It's fucking crazy.
But yet runs the searchers off.
Yeah.
Oh.
This guy has also gone out and torn his own daughter's missing posters down.
The fuck does that? That makes no sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
The only logical guys I can think of there is like, oh, it makes me sad to see her face around town. But even then, like, I'm sure it does, but also, do you want to find her or not?
Listen, yeah, it is a unclosed case. There is no circumstance that I'd be tearing down photographs and flyers to help find my little girl. Like,
You guys,
that's not suspect or nothing.
I just got so excited at the thought of going through Tim Mullen's alibi videos with these guys. Oh my gosh.
Not
Oh,
the
You
Pied
guys,
Piper.
that has to be like the next show, unless they're not in a rush tonight and we can get there tonight.
Not the Pied Piper.
You guys, so he's part of the cult. Cfowls, I'm dying to specifically see what you and Eli think about this guy, because he is their media manager. And he's the one. I had Don Wells, a team of attorneys that were willing to take him on pro bono because of the
media attention.
Yes. And I mean a team, as in they were going to help with the media. They were like everything, family court. Like, they were a team of lawyers that did a little bit of everything. And this Tim Mullen, we call him the Sandman. And he was the one videoing Summer before she got gone in the cult. Okay.
But he didn't know
and
her
when
before then.
he didn't know her before then, but calls himself the kids his uncles, even though he's never met the kids. or Summer. It's very weird. So you're going to learn that he has a huge hand in this, and has even cloned the Wellses' phones and computers and not turned it into the law. And the law has even publicly said that, because some of us called the law and recorded it, and the law said that they offered the Wells some media help, but they went against theirs and did their own thing. So, yeah. Yeah.
I'm trying to wrap my head around an individual that gets an accurate copy or clone of somebody else's phone, and that only tells me, if they're not going to release it, that they want to know how to cover it.
That's what I'm telling you. That, yeah. And Candace refers to him as an upper.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, he's very much an upper.
Yeah, it's crazy.
As F too.
Mm-hmm. Now, people have gone there. You have gotten to know through video my brother Benny Keys, and we'll get you guys on panel and introduce you and stuff. But Benny has actually gone there to the Wells' property, and this guy Tim Mullen, Dawn's best friend, the media manager, he got caught going through Benny's backpack. He also made, he was going, anyone who goes there, he was literally going through people's personal belongings and bags, and then started making people sign NDAs to be around Dawn and Candace Wells.
Oh my God, this is just reeks of paranoia, subterfuge.
And he's definitely head of cult in the videographer, in my opinion, and allegedly for the cult. And also, my husband has had weird dealings with this man too. He was going to interview with my husband, Mark, and you should read the weirdness. Like, the guy is weird. And he also got very, very upset. So it's come to my attention that Candace may believe that Dawn and Tim knew each other many years before Summer was even in the picture and born and alive.
Did she outright make the statement, or is that just kind of a deduction?
Privately to me, so it's technically hearsay because I did not record it.
Copy that.
She told me that she doesn't honestly know when they met, and that it's possible.
Very interesting development.
Sounds like it makes sense. It sounds like dude's pretty deep in this if he's like refusing to do anything outside of the church or with a church representative.
Yeah, it sounds very much like he has his security blanket and he doesn't feel competent or safe enough to step out of it.
Yeah, like he's clearly fully in, so it wouldn't surprise me if he knew these people.
You're going to see even what you'll see through mine and Dawn's private conversations, and even some stuff that's public. You will see that Dawn at times struggles and does not agree with what Tim is doing. Tim runs the Summer Wells Vanished Facebook page, and he's the one making all the posts. And there's times where Don Wells, Summer's father, has told me that he doesn't agree with some of the stuff posted, and he even wanted certain things deleted, but Tim wouldn't do it.
I'm gonna sign up to that now. It's called the Summer Wells Vanished.
Let me find the link and send it to you, because there's a few different pages. I want to make sure it's the right one. It's the Summer Wells.
Is it Summer Wells Vanished in? Hold on, let me see.
Tennessee.
Yeah.
Can you? If you?
I got it. I got it.
Okay. Yeah.
Wow, 41,000 members.
And anyway, so they don't control that page. It's Tim Mullen. It's how Tim Mullen wants to post, and it's just wild. Okay, let's try and get through this video tonight anyways, because I'm just excited. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry that they had to spend so many man hours in these woods and everything. I've seen them limping and everything else, and I feel for them.
I hate it. I
just wish there was a way that neighbors could search neighbors' houses, and then if they're not willing, get a search warrant or something. But there's just no way you can search every single house, in the eastern United States or whatever. But I wish there was a way.
Imagine being able to build anything just by thinking about it.
I was reading that comment.
Base 44.
That's something I'm not glazing, by God. She's a dickhead. but she is so consistent with her conviction, and I respect the heck out of that.
Thank you, the BTTV. She should have well been brought back to Hell Hill by now. They know they have already done their searches. They sure weren't very excited every time when the searches happened either, were they? They were always miserable.
That's
Or persons
exactly
that's doing that, you know, out of love, trying to get information and trying to get her found. We thank them from the bottom of our hearts.
It means a lot.
And we thank everybody who's trying so hard and praying so hard. And she's an awesome young lady, and we just want her back.
She's 5 years old. 5 years old. An awesome young lady. I'm sorry, but from someone who has admittedly molested 5-year-old little girls and multiple of them, that creeps me out.
He's always talks to her like she's a teenager.
I hate that.
She's older.
It's disgusting.
That
What
is
do you?
the ickiest, creepiest comment I think I could have ever prepared myself for.
Oh, it gets worse.
It gets even worse. So buckle up, boys. Yeah, gentlemen. I'm sorry for
really good. Completely off track. That's really good. Please put your DNA on the thumbs up button. I might steal that. That's really good.
Yeah. That is cute.
Yeah, Miss Eve. Yeah.
Yeah, there's always going to be haters, you know, and you know it's always going to be.
Don't we know that?
And we just want to focus on the good friends and Christian people that are trying to help us and praying for us and praying for Summer. And we thank them from the bottom of our hearts. And that's the kind of people we try to relate with and socialize with. So we don't know anything about, you know, no red truck or...
What the fuck was that?
Many of our neighbors, I mean, because we just try to be around good people. I mean...
See, he really wants to bring that red truck up.
Out since this has all happened. We got some real good neighbors and good folks everywhere. And we do have good people in this area. We found out since this has all happened. We got some real good neighbors and good folks everywhere.
Sounds like it. Your daughter was kidnapped.
Yeah, but it's cool. Everyone's cool around here, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, we found out they're so cool. Good catch. Yeah, go ahead.
Tammie?
I was just going to say that whole neighborhood is full of...
Oh, wait till, you're right, sis. What we, right within a 5-mile radius of their house was 14 sex offenders? Child sex offenders?
The whole hill.
It's Tennessee, right? Tennessee, so.
Yeah.
Okay. By the way, I feel like with the red truck narrative, it reminds me of subliminal messaging with the consistency that he tries to throw that.
Yeah, that was random as fuck that last time.
Yeah.
It's all through there. That's why I've always said there has to be something. The red truck means something. It may not be. Summer might not have left in a red truck, but there's even a red truck that stalled down the road, and they wondered about it. So I think red is a color that it means something in that area. Like it signals something. For me, that's what I'm thinking.
The TBI picture that the church cult, in my opinion, it's a cult, they had to make sure they had a picture of her in the red dress inside their cult.
They did.
Church.
All right, now it's getting creepy. Okay.
It's just facts, and you know I'm a conspiracy person, so... Plus, I know a lot about cults and trafficking and messaging and all of that. So, as you guys probably all do. In fact, do you want to see something really crazy?
Go on, yeah.
Okay. Once my husband.
Hello, Brother Mark.
Tammie says hi, Brother Mark. Hold on.
Hello, and name is Dragonfly. I love the randomness of YouTube names.
I know. That's what I was saying. Some people do some great job on their name.
So.
Yeah, red is just I think it means something in the case. I mean, she might not have left, in a red vehicle, but I think it signifies, because Dawn had a red Subaru, you know, red just pops up random. I mean, there's a lot of people in that area that had red vehicles, and I know that's a popular color, but I'm thinking it's kind of odd just to be a bunch of sex offenders with red vehicles on Ben Hill.
Well, when you throw that little ingredient into the stew here, yeah.
Yeah.
Everything, by God, sounds like just something you want to dive a little deeper into.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it does all seem pretty convenient.
Yeah. Marked sighting. Yeah.
Okay, I want to show you guys something quick.
Are they still
Oh,
married?
yeah, the red shoes. I forgot about
They're still together off and on. They both have cheated on each other, and I've told you some stuff privately.
Yeah, I'm aware. Yeah, stuff.
What was I doing? Oh,
But
okay.
she
I gotta
doesn't
show you
go
something.
by Wales. She goes by Bly.
Bly, yes.
So
That just clears up some confusion I've had that I didn't say anything about.
yeah, nothing confusing about this case at all.
No, it's cut and dry. 101.
Do you see this?
She's okay. Yeah, I see it. Oh my God, I see. Okay. John Bonet.
Look at the pictures
Like a
of
reenactment,
right before John Bonet died. That's her picture. And look at Summer Wells, the red dress inside the cult. This is the picture. Remember, I told you that Mom and Dad gave pictures for the Amber Alert, but the church members said they weren't good enough and gave their own pictures. Well, here she is inside their church for the Amber Alert pictures.
So conspiracy brain
And
activated.
do you see these two, how even their poses, their feet and their hands?
The similarities, the posture. It feels a
Both
little bit like a gas
blonde, blue-eyed 5-year-old. Do you see?
Bows in their hair.
When I see things like this, sometimes I always theorize on if it's a guilty party. Is this gaslighting the people that are like suspect of them?
It makes me think in sacrificial thoughts.
Yeah, you know what's even worse, Eli, is it's the floor model. Look at what this is going to look like.
Yeah.
Oh, you said it's the formula kind of a deal.
It's the floor model.
Oh, okay.
And
Look
there's
at
also
what this is going to be when you buy it and you take it home.
Yes.
It's
And
weird to talk about it like that, but that's what that is.
I want to show you something else now, boys. What would you think if you saw a video that was taken less than 2 weeks before Summer disappeared, and it was a big red barrel, and Summer is dancing around it, and the barrel says, "For sale"?
You gotta be shitting me, man.
Nope.
Hold on. Let me show you a video.
I wish you were shitting me.
That would hurt.
And see, when you're first doing the case, these little things you don't pick up on at first, and then you start going back and looking at repetitive things, and that's when you're like, yeah, why didn't I catch that at the beginning? You know what I mean?
Now, after you see this, sis, remind me after I play this video for them to tell them about Tim Mullins, their media manager's auto text slips. Okay? Okay.
Sorry, reading Nice Marie's comment there. When they arrived home.
Don did an interview with Voices Behind the Wall 2
Hey!
days ago. Don did an interview with Voices Behind the Wall.
What do you
2
guys
days
think
ago.
about that? That's Summer
See the
right there.
link in description
With the red
to
card
watch
behind
the full video.
Red.
While watching the interview, I noticed
This was taken less than 2 weeks before she disappeared, guys.
that Don started talking about Facebook and TikTok and how
What do you
Candace
think?
put pictures of Summer on there.
Do you see
He said
that?
He thinks someone saw those pictures
And I want you to
wanted
watch her
Summer
though.
to themselves
Watch
or for the
Summer.
sex trade.
Red and white.
The first thing that
No,
came to
I
my
want
mind
you
when
to
he said
watch
there
when
is
she
the
stops
video of Summer
dancing.
dancing in front of the red barrel.
It is clear in that video that she is being coached in some
There,
way.
right there, yes.
For
That's,
example,
look
it
at her,
looks like
looking.
she is told to twirl,
Yep.
etc. Now, there might not be a connection at all. However, it definitely caught my attention that Dawn thinks Summer was seen on Facebook or TikTok, and then targeted. I don't know if this is a reach, but I thought that it is.
So, shaved head, Cfowls.
No,
Red.
the
Red.
news guy was wrong. This wasn't
For sale.
targeted. This was, the deal is done. It was happening. In that video, it was happening. I'm already convinced. Yeah, I know exactly what happened.
I'm very disturbed, not triggered. I'm very disturbed at all of this, and then witnessing that, knowing that was what 2 weeks prior to her going missing.
About 2 weeks. I do believe, I may be wrong on the time, but I do believe it was about 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken.
I think it was about that.
Yeah.
The implications are very, I mean, I can only say disturbing so much, but it goes so deep. I gotta always kind of remind myself, even audibly, pump the brakes, Eli. Pump the brakes. Okay. Gotcha.
So have I drawn you fellers in to wanting to collab with me and keeping this case alive? And discussing...
Show him the Tim Mullen thing.
Oh! Tim Mullen. Tim Mullen. So Tim Mullen, the guy, he was sending text messages, and I will have to find it, but there's proof out there. This is how we know of it. And he's also discussed it because it was a horrible mistake. So I'll actually find his words after this live, and I'll send it to you guys privately, where he was sending text messages, and he texted the words "Summer sells."
What? No.
Weird.
Nice. I want to read Nice Marie's comment. You can see faces reflecting off her bottom of the dress. Look down on the wet board. It's not, allegedly, it's not can filming.
I don't know. I haven't seen that, but I'll double look too. But I will send you guys the link privately for that video as well.
I mean, that was clearly a child being coerced to like dance around, look like you're having fun.
Coached and advertised, basically.
Yeah. Do you guys have time to finish the first interview video?
I'm all in, lady.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. So what are you guys thinking? Are you...
I mean, I had no idea.
Will you take this on? Yes?
The levels. Yes. Yes, absolutely. Yes.
Wait till they see the inside of her house. The only video that we have of the inside of her house.
Let's do that right now, actually. Yes, hold on.
Mean? I'm sure it's very well put together. I'm sure it's clean. I'm sure there's definitely no cats pissing in there anywhere.
Like a tornado went off. That's how good it looked.
That's, just the bears. Wait. They're housing the bears.
All right, hold up. Wait a minute. Here we go. Oh, this is
so
bad.
Good. I'm so glad they let him in there, because if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't know how.
Exactly. Wait till you... Oh, I forgot. Okay, we're going to watch this, and then I'm going to open panel for a bit so that if you guys want to ask Eli or Tammie or Cfowls or myself anything before we end the night, or give us like where you would, show them this, give them this links, whatever, we can do that. And yeah, I think, again, I thought it'd be good to have these gentlemen in because they have their own minds, their own thoughts, their own opinions.
Absolutely.
There's times where we don't agree. There's times where we agree. So again, with the 5-year mark being June 15th, I thought I can get these good guys in here and we can, I know that Cfowls is passionate about some of the same topics, and especially in cults, we seem to have that in common. So I really thought that this would be a really good case for getting his thoughts and opinions on this. And if anything, it helps attract more attention and even more viewers. We're getting more viewers all the time, and I don't want her to. Dawn and Candace want this to just be forgotten and go away, and they want to live their lives and forget about it all because now they have no kids. I remember what they told me on the recorded call. Now, how are you guys doing now? We are fucking awesome, and now we can grow together and love each other.
Yep.
What do you mean? Your daughter's missing and your 3 boys were taken from you. So
Cool. Sounds like you're doing great.
Yes.
I hope you enjoy the fucking honeymoon.
So here is a house tour of their house.
This isn't it.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
No.
At Marshalls, our buyers hustle 24/7, so you never
It's
have to
quite
compromise
disturbing,
on
you guys.
Welcome back to Prime. 5-year-olds don't just vanish. Those are the words from retired homicide detective Chris McDonough. He has spent his career looking into high-profile cases from JonBenet Ramsey to Elizabeth Smart.
No, okay. I didn't notice that. Okay, but remember what I just showed? And they're tying them together. Okay.
Correlation there. Yep. Consistent.
I didn't see that before, but
yeah.
His attention on the disappearance of Summer Wells as the host of the Interview Room, and we continue to follow Summer's case as well here on Prime. Chris is back with us tonight. Chris, good to see you. Thanks for coming back.
Thank you for inviting me.
So Summer's parents, Don and Candace, have been the target of threats, accusations that they had something to do with Summer's disappearance. They have denied any involvement. They say that she was abducted. They have passed a polygraph test. At this point, the sheriff is saying anything's on the table. All people are persons of interest. But has the public jumped to conclusions too soon on these parents without the evidence to back this up?
Yeah, I think everybody is innocent until proven guilty for sure. And at this point, there are just, as your reporters, pointed out, Brian, that there's just too many moving parts here. There are a couple of theories that still, need to be nailed down, and obviously the authorities don't have those pieces yet.
Let's go back to the property, Chris.
I just have to pause for a minute. Fair use. I don't want to get whatever flagged.
Yeah.
All right, and here we go.
Spent some time there on the family's property. You went inside the house. You went into Summer's room, and you say that it encapsulated her. So I want to show some of this video for folks at home, and I want us to walk through exactly what you saw inside this home.
So this is Candace showing me essentially where the boys were sitting. They were sitting right there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
At that table, looking at that TV, playing video games. Summer went down into the basement. She's pointing to this, table.
This is trippy, you guys. Like,
this is the basement's up under here.
That's creepy. It has basically a crawl space into it, and down into that crawl space goes down into the parents and Summer's room. So I asked her if she would take me down there. She did.
She took her down. This is wild. Now, I've been around shit like this, but you guys know, like, my family's like I've been around like hidden shit like this and under hidden floorboards and, fake walls and shit.
I would put my bed in a little weird secret room like that. Like, that's cool. I'm also a single weirdo dude that has no children. Why does your child sleep under the floor with you? What is going on?
Wait till you see it. Oh, man. Here we go.
And so we crawl through there.
So
now,
can I stop you real quick, Chris? Because this is the only way to get to Summer's and the parents' room is through this crawl space.
Right. This is the way she said Summer went into that basement.
Why did they have it set up like that?
Cfowls, Eli, I want you to take notice if you can. And there's clearer videos. I'll get to you. Certain holes in this wall, okay, from parents' bed to Summer's room. Okay.
That's a great question. I don't have that answer.
Okay, continue.
So we get down there, and of course, this is Summer's room here that you're seeing. All of the items in the back corner belong to Summer. There is a mattress on the floor, the 2 bunk beds, The windows are secured with reflective type of materials, and so you can tell this is, it's pretty pretty striking pretty quickly for a 5-year-old to be in this environment.
Chris,
the massacre shit. And sorry, I'm also interrupting for the help of fair use.
We have, yep, thank you. Yeah, what do you guys think of that so far, huh?
Revolting, as Base Girl's saying. That is highly disturbing, and the holes add another layer of creepiness to it. That's a horror movie.
Jose slept. I don't remember. We'd have to watch through it again. But yeah, they would have a bunch of people sleep over. I called it a flop house, and Dawn, I was live, and I said it's a flop house. I was raised around flop houses. It was an absolute flop house, and he called me so pissed. It's not a flop house. It's not a flop house. Yes, the fuck it was. Like,
exactly what that is.
Thank you.
That's the nicest way you could have described it.
I told him there's no fooling me. Some of us have been close to this life. So
yeah, that's 100. Like, I don't know if the drug conversation gets brought up in this case, but like also
sure does.
We're clearly dealing with addicts here.
Yes.
So upstairs, there's 2. They were asking if the bedrooms, where did Jose sleep?
I don't know if he slept upstairs or if he slept downstairs in the bunk beds, because there's pictures of Allie and Jose. And remember, Hunter had walked in on Jose getting head by Allie, and like these kids are, well, we already know, being broomed. And but anyway, I think it was downstairs on the bunk beds that they were, but I don't really know. We'd have to go back through everything again. As you guys know, I took a little bit of a break too, so.
There's a set of bunk beds upstairs though too in that corner.
Right. Yeah. So I'm not sure. Again, they got bunk beds downstairs, upstairs, and the couches, and then their bed and mattresses on the floor. Like, it was an absolute flop house.
I'm already grieving knowing that those children had to live in those conditions.
Yeah,
like, this is heartbreaking.
And I think didn't Dawn say that Summer slept with him sometimes, but he didn't sleep with any clothes on?
Yes, Candace said that Dawn sleeps naked with no underwear on, and Dawn also said that Candace slept in bed with him all the time.
Same guy that called her a young lady as a 5-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
Yeah, and also something I think that
watching Girls Gone Wild, that's
stands out. It stands out to me, and I think that this is information I think possibly Cfowls, possibly you, Eli, might think is interesting, like I do. Before Summer went missing, she went missing June 15th, 2021. And that was in about 3 days before Father's Day. For Mother's Day, Summer gifted the church member
Robin
a Mother's Day present, but not her own mother, Candace. Now, as a mother, that would irk me if my husband had my daughter give another woman a Mother's Day present. Okay, so there's that. And then she goes missing 3 days before Father's Day. So that kind of always was a interesting fact to me that no one else really seemed to care about. But to me, that was kind of weird. And I have always had that as a mental note that just is like...
There's so many things
weird.
Stacking one above the other, on top of the other. It's a powder keg. This is so volatile and disgusting. My heart. This case deserves its closure. Not, of course, for Summer and for all of us that have the heart that family has proved to be incapable of having. They should not have been parents.
I agree.
Hi,
totally
Claudia.
agree.
Yeah, it's sad.
It is sad. And they didn't even, according to Candace, they didn't want any children, but they had 4.
Yeah, they told me that, well, Dawn said, we were never supposed to have kids together. I never wanted kids with Candace, but that dumbass went and got pregnant. And I was like, yeah, that's how it works.
He is a no accountability taking motherfucker, the way he refers to his sisters as victims and everything else.
Yeah.
My God.
And Yeah, this is all like, obviously I was recording him for years, right? So, I mean, it's...
Yeah.
What's not live is recorded. And between me and a few other people that have spent the last 5 years nonstop trying to keep Summer, like Benny Keys, as you see, he still continues. And yeah. And then there's a bunch of leeches that leached onto this case to make themselves rich, and you've witnessed some of that, so you guys will see some of that. So there's a lot of cult behavior within this Summer Wells situation.
Just to throw a quick caveat, there is somebody who I've maintained contact with throughout the years. It's the first true crime thing I ever did on my own channel, where I interviewed her. The case has gone far and wide. I would love to get an interview with you. It's been featured on every mainstream and there's communities about it. It's called the Jamie Valdez case. So if you're interested, I'd love to introduce you to the sister. She's her and the family are the only ones that are honoring the memory and asking for answers. And that case is another rabbit hole.
Heck yeah, I'll get into that for sure.
And you haven't even had the pleasure yet of meeting the neighbor.
Oh God.
There's so many characters that you start to question a few things within this case, because
you just gotta listen to her talk though, because you won't understand.
So we've got also there's a few different neighbors. You got YouTubers marrying the neighbor suspects in this case, and
oh my God,
it gets wild, you guys. It gets wild. Yeah, because they built up channels off of it and everything and got monetized, and they're banking off of it. So yeah, let's marry up the neighbor to Summer Wells, and and it's...
Yeah, gave me an idea for a show.
Cfowls. Yeah, that sounds good.
I wish I was joking, but that's perfect YouTuber mentality.
Oh, yeah.
I gotta keep the views.
Yeah.
Cfowls has some experience with the randos that we can encounter that get a little close. Yes.
That's a lot of, there was many reasons, but a big part of me stepping back from true crime was just because 90% of this genre sucks.
Yeah. Well, the people suck, but there are people that mean well. It's just not many.
That's where it's incumbent upon us to decide, just sift through and find the authenticity where we can. Trap the bad faith actors for what they are. Because
I liked a lot of what you guys were saying and your opinions, and Kylie Rodney. I didn't obviously agree with all of it, but that's okay. And so it did make me curious, the Summer case. And I mean, I'll be honest, it was because Upchurch, kind of, from what I was told, I didn't start seeing till recently, fucked around in Summer's case. I had only thought that he had given $5,000 to $10,000 to reward fund. I had no idea he even actually talked about it.
It wasn't a lot from what I remember, though.
I don't think so.
I kind of remember a brief, he was
videos.
all in. Yeah, he was all in on Kylie Rodney, and then randomly started talking about Summer Wells for not very long, and then I never heard him talk about it again.
Before Kylie Rodney, he actually talked about Summer Wells too. Back in 2021 when it first happened, Upchurch was involved, and I was finding this out.
Thinking, I just remember it was randomly 2 videos. He was all about it, and then just dropped it.
Yeah, he and right before he dropped it, he pissed me off because he was kind of on the right track at first in suspecting, looking into the parents, they don't make sense. And then he was like, oh no, I heard him. He was on a live. They said, what do you think happened to Summer? And he said, oh, somebody took that little girl. I think she was kidnapped. And I remember getting so upset. Are you fucking kidding? You have 6,000 people in your chat right now, and you just fucking said that? Because no, they didn't. And the law even says they don't believe that she has been, basically that she never left the house.
Yeah. And at that time, Cult Squad, as I refer to the bad eggs, they take his voice as gospel. They would not do their own research. irresponsible.
Yeah,
Absolutely
absolutely. No, that was good. That's kind of another part of the cult element is when you have someone like that and they not only have a big following but a loyal following. As soon as he comes out and says something like that, people just take it for fact, and then that's it. No one else can ever be right about it because Upchurch said.
Yeah, and becomes a part of their
Seems that
identity
way.
that they feel that they have to defend.
I never was a fan of him, and then when he said that about Kylie Rodney, I'm like, yeah, I'm out. Peace. I can't.
Like I said,
And Cher, I told Cher, she's like, Ryan, talking back and forth to Ryan, and I'm like, Cher, I don't like him. I mean, I just tell her, look, I don't agree. I don't like him because we know Kylie was a real person. I mean, do I think what they said happened? No.
Right. And that's where I'm at. But she was real.
Yeah.
And when I heard him calling her a bitch too, I was like, whoa, this guy just hates women. He hates women.
Yeah.
And as we know from the people in the courtroom and even one of the lawyers with that poor girl's birth certificate in hand, he still said, I don't believe she existed. How much more egregious could you ever ask it to go?
Right.
My biggest mistake, managing my deskless team with 10 different apps. So
and I feel for them, but I just wish.
Where were we?
They had to spend so many man hours in these
searching,
woods and
right.
everything. I've seen them limping and
this fucking guy.
else, and I feel for them. But
no, you don't.
I just wish there was a way that neighbors could search neighbors' houses, and then if they're not willing, get a search warrant or something. But there's just no way you can search every single house, in the eastern United States or whatever. But I wish there was a way. Just thankful for the person or persons that's doing that, out of love, trying to.
Do you appreciate it?
And trying to get her found. We thank them from the bottom of our hearts.
That means a lot.
And we thank everybody who's trying so hard and praying so hard. And she's an awesome young lady, and we just want her back. But, there's always going to be haters, and it's always going to be that way in this world. And we just want to focus on the good friends and Christian people that are trying to help us and praying for us and praying for Summer.
Right.
And we thank them.
Let's explain, sis. Go explain why you just said that. Explain why you said that.
Well, when Summer went missing, they said that she was kidnapped and that the dogs never barked. They never barked when the stranger came up and kidnapped Summer. Well, they're barking now, and they know everybody that's sitting in the yard.
So they have like 20 dogs on their property, okay?
Literally.
And they were selling puppies. They were breeding and selling puppies.
Yeah.
And the time that Summer went missing, mysteriously the dogs all took off.
Yeah, they weren't around nowhere.
On, dude.
And they weren't around.
Yeah.
This is also coming off like a dude who, when dudes know they can't fix something, will do this thing where we know it's broken, but sometimes we'll let the repair guy try it, even though we know it's not going to work. And then at the end, we're like, all right, man, well, I appreciate you for trying anyway, like a last-ditch hope kind of thing. This is coming off like a dude who knows what happened, but he's like, hey, I appreciate you guys for trying. Like, I know it's not going to work, but, thanks for coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, add on top of that, by the way, you look like you worked a little too hard. Let's relax on that.
What's funny is I always thought that he, threw paint on himself before this interview to look like he worked hard that day.
Wouldn't surprise me, given the way it sounds like everything is scripted.
It does sound so interesting. You say scripted, because Candace does eventually, after a couple years, mention she doesn't want to follow a script anymore, and it's on video. I got it.
Mm-hmm.
Wait till you see, you guys. You just wait. It's insane. If you didn't know any better, you'd almost think it's a psyop, but it's not. It's actually real, and there is a 5-year-old girl that, in my opinion, will be forever 5 years old because this fuck right here did something.
And that's
in my opinion, allegedly.
We try to relate with,
Mine too,
and
yes.
socialize with. So we don't know anything about, no red truck or
yeah.
We hardly know many of our neighbors.
Look.
Because we
Am I
just try to be around good people.
Hardly knows any
and we
of his
do
neighbors.
have good people in this area. We found out since this has all happened. We
Oh,
got
we
some
heard
real
this
good neighbors and good folks everywhere. But
the most important thing is to bring Summer home safe. I'm sorry that you feel this way about us, but we love our children with everything we have. We've never went without, thanks to Summer's daddy and my husband. He's always provided for us and has worked as much as he could.
Okay, I hate this part because it has no business. This is about your daughter is missing, and here we are praising what my husband does for us. And by the way, we've never gone without because my husband, he provides for us. Like, the fuck do we even care right now? Like, what? Is that weird to you guys? I'm just wondering, or am I just like all hormonal female or something?
The random glaze to like almost from a PR perspective make him look good, simultaneously going on the defensive, expressing I don't know why people feel this way about us. Fucking just hone in and focus on your fear, your legitimate fear of the daughter. You don't know what her state is. None of this adds up.
Yeah, that just seems like you're setting up a defense of no, but we're a lovely, happy white picket fence family. What do you mean? Right. Nothing's wrong.
Right.
See here. Move on.
We sure hope so, Nice Marie. By God, I believe justice is coming for Summer by the end of this year. Oh, I believe.
Ooh.
That'd be nice.
From your lips to God's ears, okay? And so I will now plan that panel. I set a goal and said that if we had one super chat that I would hold a Q&A with this very panel one night. So I will stick to that.
I hope if there is a new sheriff that comes around that he will do something because
there is.
Okay.
A new one was voted in. Yep.
Good. Now you might get some movement on the case.
I hope, but I don't know. Otherwise. I don't know because of the good old boy club in Tennessee still, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I was just going to say, this church has connections like that. It might not matter how many new sheriffs you get.
Right.
Yeah. Yep. Because, and also, next episode, I want to get more into the missing child drills and show you guys even deeper in that, because you're going to find out that when they do the missing child drills, that they like to make sure that they have, someone who used to be in the military and someone who is a doctor and a nurse on hand and like all these weird things.
That's up. Yeah.
And
that's just grooming someone. Like, now these kids are growing up just knowing that that's going to happen to them. That's just going to be a part of their life because, we train for it. Yeah. So when it happens, it's like not even that weird. They're like, oh yeah, they told us this would happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it. Yep. You're right.
And the thing is, Summer, they said Summer went to the doctor. She had her shots. She had everything she needed for kindergarten. Well, did she go to a physician out in town, or did she go to a physician that the church employs?
Is that public information? My gut tells me it's all in the church because that's how they've established that everything is handled in the first place.
But see, Summer liked to talk, so she probably would talk when she went to school.
Oh my God! It almost makes sense. Like was she the only girl out of the children?
Yeah. Out of the family, but not in the church.
She would be the one more apt to forgive the stereotyping to talk.
Right.
You're gonna see where Don, in one of the interviews he does with me, where with a couple of people, but they always emphasize that their church is all about the little kids. they let them run free. Summer was running around the church while the sermon's going on, whatever. It's all about like they center everything around the little children.
That just sounds like a totally misguided
he
PR.
says it. Wait till you hear it.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't like the way these people say things. You can't say we're family friendly. We're about family. Like what the fuck you doing with the kids, man?
Yeah, their PR their PR sounds like a big gaslighting operation. Like it's there to piss us off. Thank you, Mimi. Hashtag justice for Summer. Thank you, Cher, for keeping Summer's name out there. No one covers Summer anymore.
Mimi, I appreciate that. You do not need to super chat for a lovely comment like that, but I appreciate you. Justice for Summer. Amen. I really hope, you know what, and doing stuff like this and having Eli and Cfowls willing, because this is some dark shit, for them to be willing to accept and hear this out, and I'm kind of like, come on, let's do this, boys. And I just appreciate it because some of you, I said earlier, and I saw some of you in chat saying that it's making you excited to keep this case alive, to have them looking at this stuff. So thank you guys, seriously, because I know it's dark shit and a lot of people would just rather not. So I do appreciate it because I don't know what else. I have literally tried everything, and I don't want, they really want this to just forget that they had kids and erase, and they want to live their best lives and whatever. Like, this is what they've said to us, and I don't want to let them do that. So.
And there's many cases out there like that. I'll throw out a name, even though this is more of a political, do I need to say unaliving? We'll say that for YouTube's sake. Hashtag never forget Sandra Bland. She was literally disappeared on camera, and this case revolves. It looks like they presented her when they took her to jail when she was already gone, dead, and they took pictures of her as her mugshot. That's another one. There's many cases out there that do need people to not forget and to be a voice. And thank you to those of you that join us on this kind of journey and or mission.
Yeah.
I want to show you, I found some of the church videos that we were talking about. Hold on 1 second.
So I'm also like, I made a statement earlier as I went live to kind of tell the people that watched me I was going to be here. When it comes to darkness, there's the danger of staring into the abyss and it's staring back into you. But the other one, which I think can be more dangerous, is pretending it's not there.
Yeah. Yep.
You're more likely to get swallowed up by it if you willfully go ignorant to it.
Yep.
I don't know, a vigilante? Is that what you would call that? I'm darker than any of these people could ever be, so I might as well try to do something good with it. I can sit here and stomach talking about missing children and just horrific shit, and like, it's probably not good, but if I can at least do something about it, then at least I'm not just a dark, depressed dude, you know?
That's what drew me, because I know this life a little bit. I was a Summer Wells, so yeah, that's exactly, I love that, Cfowls, because yeah, like, and Karen, thank you so much. I love you. I want to show you guys some of these videos. So I just put a poll up. I haven't done a poll before. Is the poll showing?
Oh, I have to look on my phone.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, I'll go on my phone because through StreamYard, I don't know how if it shows or not. I'm
not sure.
I know in StreamYard you can't see it.
Oh.
Okay.
I don't see it.
No. Yeah, I don't see it.
How about now?
Let me close out, re-enter. No.
What the hell? It says showing. Oh, hold on.
And thank you guys, mods, everybody for dropping all the links that you did. Some of you in the chat, I've just gone to your channel and subbed just because.
I see it on our screen.
Do you?
Oh, there we go.
All right.
It should be on there now. Or wait, is it not showing up on the YouTube end?
That's what I gotta play a little bit.
It's on the like the stream, you can see it on screen, but it's not in the chat where you can
I
click
see
on
it.
it.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Oh, I don't know how to get it in the chat.
Or are you trying to establish it while through StreamYard? You're not on like direct YouTube, right?
Well, forget it. Just
Okay.
put in chat if you would like these gentlemen to continue on with Summer Wells and the cult. Because you guys know and have been begging me to get back into exposing the cult in Summer's case. So would you guys love for Eli and Cfowls to continue on with this? Because I would. It's made me excited again.
Drop a
Yeah.
1 in the chat, guys, if you
Drop
would
a
like.
1 in chat.
And I still think you can go back in cases and find stuff you didn't find before.
Hell
But
yeah.
I think it's always good to go
Which
back
one
and
should
look
we
at
watch?
Yeah, I mean, how many cold cases have been solved 40, 50, 60 years later just through, oh, somebody stumbled onto something and, oh my God, that was the piece we were missing.
Right, yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, look at you guys.
Didn't they just figure out, or they think they figured out, was it the Zodiac Killer? Because, like, his niece did Ancestry.com or some shit,
Yeah.
and it, like,
Yep.
popped up in the database.
Yeah. I see yeses everywhere. Yes, 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 yes.
Yeah, I see a bunch of ones.
Mm-hmm.
It's been all 1 since they started.
Oh my God, we forgot the flute guy. Okay.
No, I didn't forget him. I mentioned
You
him earlier.
guys.
I said the Pied Piper. That's what I call him.
We need to plan a study session for each character individually involved. So this guy's name is David Dotson.
He freaks me out more than Tim Mullen.
Hold
actually.
on. He left one church, okay? He leaves one church and he joins the Church of Summer Wells and Dawn and Candace Wells before Summer gets gone, okay? Summer gets gone and he leaves that cult and marries a woman in a different church cult of a different whole even background, like a Lutheran or Baptist instead of whatever Seventh-day Adventist, and has never been back. He literally went there for like 2-3 weeks or whatever. Summer disappears and then he leaves. Now wait till you hear this. This is who this guy is. So you're gonna see a couple of the church videos, and this guy joined the church before she got gone and left after she got gone.
Remember David Dotson. When I think of him, I just think
Why
about
does the flute seem racist somehow?
Dotson is
I
also
don't
the man
know.
who took Summer's two brothers.
So Summer, you're gonna see. It might not be on this video, but I'll pull it up now after this if it's not. So this guy who joins the church before Summer gets gone, leaves after he gets gone, he writes a song for Summer Wells on the flute, and he plays it under the moonlight every night for Summer Wells. Stop it, Cfowls.
And he has something to do with the cemetery.
and also he cremates people.
Oh my
Fucking
God.
of course he does. That would be that guy's job.
Could it be speculated that sounds almost like kind of ritualistic, by the way, this whole...
Hey, that's
the flute guy is also the cremator. That's not, nothing's
That's
going on
not weird,
there.
is it? There's nothing. No.
There's definitely not, like flute-like instruments in almost every sacrifice known to mankind. But what
You're
do I
right.
know?
When Tammie opened this up with Pied Piper, I immediately got prepared, so thank you for that preliminary warning.
Yeah, that's a very apt name now that I know that.
That's what I call him. I've called him that from day one. I'm like, oh, the Pied Piper, because it's like, it's like he's trying to get children to follow him, like the Pied Piper did.
Implication in the name is pretty strong. I think I get you, given the picture we're looking at, too.
Yeah.
Oh, wait till we get to the lamplight theater of it all. Oh my God. I honestly can't wait to watch Cfowls' reaction.
I don't know, we may scare them off. We're throwing so much at them tonight.
I'm telling
sorry.
you guys, there's so much. You couldn't even write this shit, but there's so many different characters and weirdness going
Make this
on.
up. I mean, you can't even write this as a storyline.
It's so fucked up. Wait till you
It
see
is.
the weirdness.
My time
I've
on the
been
planet has
saying-
taught me that truth is always stranger than fiction.
There's like a fat guy that twerks for Jesus for Summer.
Nice. Hell yeah, dude. Clap him for Jesus, bro.
I have to be right? I didn't just stumble upon a doom scroll on TikTok.
It's so weird, and he thinks he's a dragon. I don't know. It's weird. It gets weird.
Yeah.
Wandering. Can you find me the video of what I'm talking about of this guy? I will pull it up after this. But okay, let's finish this flute thing.
Don't scare him off. I know Crystal,
He
right?
inserted himself into the Summer Wells case extremely early on. He apparently only knew the family for just 3 months and joined their church on the 15th, 2020.
Wait. We'll find the pictures too. Before he left the church after Summer disappeared, the cult had like this weird thing going on, and they gifted him something in a white bag, and I had zoomed in a million times trying to see what's in there, but I can't see what's in there. So they gave him a bag of a gift that, in my opinion, looks an awful lot like when my ex got his mom's ashes back when she died.
Had a feeling that's where that was going.
But that's just where my mind went. But I don't know. Nobody knows what the fuck it was. It was just a plain white bag.
The flute playing crematory guy has access to ashes?
I don't know. I don't know if it was ashes,
but people are crazy.
he was gifted something before he left the church in front of the whole congregation.
I don't like the flute. This whole thing, we've been talking about horrific shit for 2.5 hours. The flute is really fucking me up right now.
Yeah, the Pied Piper, man. I'm telling you.
Oh, man.
I'm resilient. I cannot be scared off. Just saying that for the record.
Okay, hold on. Okay.
Before Summer Wells went missing.
A few little gifts here, Brother David.
Here it is.
We want you to take with you. All right, to remember this day.
That's the big touchy-feely pastor right now that just gave the flute man the white bag.
And you give a bag to somebody that's only been there how long?
Like 2-3 weeks.
Media interviews.
What do you guys think of that just right there?
Gotcha.
I mean, I can't tell what's in it, but...
Yeah. Let me play.
His special song on.
Take with
Like,
you.
why are you giving somebody a
Summer
gift
Wells
that's
went
only
missing.
been there like
Few little gifts here,
barely
Brother
know
David.
them,
We
right?
want you to take with you. All right,
I want you to take
remember this day.
I'm going to praise the Lord for you again. Amen.
Did he look a little surprised to you?
No.
Special song on his flute for
okay.
Summer.
Not to
Something
me.
That I find odd is that he was one of the first people
Okay,
summoned to Summer's
listen
home
to
with
this.
Robin, the evening.
Oh yeah, so that flute guy was at the Wells's house before the law even got there and brought pizza.
That's right, he did.
Right.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I'm
You know
telling
what
you,
pizza means.
you can't make this shit up. Okay?
Digging into old church footage, I came across some footage that included David, Robin, and Summer. David seems to be making a waving motion, which is directed at Summer. Robin seems to encourage Summer to wave back, but Summer looks a bit scared or reserved. She does not wave back or even smile at David. Something else that bothers me is that David Dotson has been missing in action for a while now. He was very involved in the
She's
beginning,
making
and then it seemed like
Summer.
he just faded away.
It sure looks like she's trying to force Summer to have a connection with Flute Man.
Yeah, she does not look very excited or pleased, for that matter, to be seeing him while he's actively trying. This is creepy. What is it? That's what it is.
And that lady that's with Summer right now is the girl that I played the voice memo that says her, "Let me talk with my pastor, the big touchy-feely pastor," and calls Summer her special little friend. And
oh, what a shit sandwich. Okay.
Okay, let's keep going.
It is said that he got married and moved. He also deleted his Facebook account. Did he just decide to move on with his life?
Oh.
I want to find him playing his flute song under the moonlight for Summer.
Oh, you're going to really creep him out then.
What a great excuse. Like, no, I was just over it, you know? I just disappeared, deleted my Facebook. I just wanted to go, like, fishing.
Yeah, and his wife. Can you imagine who would marry him? I mean, it's creepy.
Just answer any direct speculative questions, which is what we're all about. Why does the man's face look like that from Crystal, which I'm assuming stuck out to me too, That I think could very well be lighting, or I mean, you can delve into something deeper than that. But there was that dark spot over that individual's face. So just addressing
Was
it, if I
that
think I connect to you. Crystal made the
was that
comment.
not a
Oh, sorry.
redacted bar?
I don't believe that was a redacted. It looked like a shadow over the face. I don't
Oh,
think
I
there
thought
was
it
any
was like a.
redaction.
Oh, yeah, because they were just like that person wasn't involved, so they were trying to just blur him out to show
So it was
David.
a redaction. Oh, my
Yeah.
mistake. My
Okay,
mistake.
yeah.
I believe so. Yes.
Okay, copy that.
You think it was a donut, a Bible, and a yo-yo, Karen?
I mean,
Oh God,
that
with
would
the
be
bag.
pretty cool.
If there was more swag bags like that, I'd go to more churches.
Well, I mean, he was only there like 3 weeks. I mean, why would you? I mean,
Yeah, so that was like a parting gift thing.
I'll
Like,
struggle. I'll
Yeah,
put a
I
little
don't know what
pushback.
that was.
I'll
Yeah,
put a
that's
little pushback, like devil's advocate style.
okay.
Okay, so I don't know what the individual, what the Pied Piper guy, what he was supposed to be or represent to this church
Yeah.
that warranted them to gift him something. So I don't know
Right.
if this church has a whole like, oh, here's a sign of our gratitude. This is just me trying to think of something. Otherwise, I don't know. Even in the instance that he accepted it,
Mhm.
one of the reasons why he may have looked shocked to me, if I really go kind of tinfoiled
Mhm.
hat, is perhaps highly speculative, in my opinion. Maybe he didn't expect to receive whatever was in the bag right there, like in public.
Right.
Maybe that's why I saw this initial shock that I think I saw.
Well, I mean, now that you say that, that's could very well be because he could have been like a visiting, I'll just loosely say it, like a visiting pastor that came to preach for maybe the 3 weeks and they were saying, here, thank you for coming and visiting our church. And
Do you guys
something
see
like
this?
that. I can get that. I see that. Yeah.
Doesn't mean it's right. It's just one of the added
Right.
speculations.
Right. Yep. I didn't think about that. Yep.
Called by
Do you
Candace.
see this comment here? Because this is true. That flute guy that got the gift leaving the church was
Mhm.
who Candace Summers' mom called before calling 911.
Yeah.
What in the shit? What the fuck? What?
That's true. And there's videos that you'll see that that's true.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing that can make any sense unless she does a deep dive explanation of their relationship. That doesn't make any sense.
I feel like that's a lot of information for tonight. You guys, when I go live, I don't typically go over like an hour and a half. I usually don't like to do more than an hour. But
Same.
why is it over 2.5 hours and I still feel like we could go for another like 2.5 hours when I
Yeah.
talk with all you guys? This was amazing. Thank you. I have so much more to show you guys though. Like
I'm
I
invested.
already know what I want to show you guys next, which is about Tim Mullen, their media manager, because you need to see a certain thing, which I call his alibi video, and certain things that come out of his mouth. And I think I would like to go through his 4 videos with you guys next and do that.
I have an
He's
idea.
also the one who was doing the video of all of the videos of Summer within the church as well.
So you being the host, obviously you make the final call. An idea for I guess some involvement, because since we're a team here, if you'd like, you could also make a poll in your community and add a poll of the characters and find out which one they want us to cover with you the most or learn about the most.
Yeah, let's just ask you right now. Let me open up the
Independent
panel
video.
for a minute, for a few minutes. If you guys, do you have a couple minutes still?
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
with you.
Okay.
yeah, I'm chilling.
Cool. Thank you. I'm gonna share the link if people would like to come up and ask anybody up here anything. And in chat, where should we? This was just I'm just gonna call this like an introduction. I was hoping to suck them in to this, okay, by tonight's show. And so I think we've done that.
I've been living this for 48 hours already. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. And I really just had a feeling that maybe Cfowls would also see why I'm so hooked in it. And
No, I'm into this kind of stuff. I always
hell
like.
yeah.
I have a weird taste in my mouth because of true crime, obviously, and
Yeah.
I forget, someone in the chat asked me to like break down the past few years of my life. I will do that at some point.
Yeah.
But no, I was always interested in this kind of thing. This is why I wanted to talk about the Kylie Rodney case in the first place. It just all kind of blew up in my face, and now I feel like here we are all these years later, rather. Here we are, and it's like a chance to kind of do the whole thing over again without all the nonsense.
Yeah, it's almost in a way, from our perspective, I don't want to use the term redemption. I feel like just everything we all collectively went through has helped us be better prepared for a today, and sharing our voices and being even smarter about it, if you want to go that direction.
Hi, Independent.
This is what used to make, like when I first started my channel, what used to make true crime fun was not everyone bashing each other and calling CPS on each other and all that and whatever. It was having panels like this and having discussions about what is out there, what is public, and bouncing different theories and stuff. Like, this is the true crime that I like. And like you guys are saying, we do have a chance where we can show that there is a different way of doing it, and we don't have to be like Upchurch and be like just shitty people about it and trying to use it. And we had people, you're going to see the people, there are the Ryan Upchurches of Summer Wells's case, like the Ziggy. There's a few. Even Summer Wells's neighbors all are trying to get monetized channels and bank. Like the one Jody Sue was all like, I was the neighbor. If anyone deserves to make money off the case, it's me. I was the neighbor.
Please tell me that's not a direct quote.
That's a direct quote.
Oh my god.
That's so random side tangent. It doesn't really have anything to do with this, but that's almost exactly the same thing. I know of another YouTuber who I'm sure we'll all talk about because this is a crazy case as well, but basically this person feels like they should be a bazillionaire because they covered Britney Spears' conservatorship.
I know exactly
and
who you're talking
now
about.
They should just be fucking famous for doing absolutely nothing. It's insane to me how people are just like, I talked about something on the internet once, give me all the money.
And she quit her big attorney job to do so, right?
Oh, you do know who I'm talking about.
I know who you're talking about.
She likes me a lot.
Yeah. So, are you guys down if we plan for the Tim Mullen? Let's get like the Tim Mullen introduction because he's a huge player with Dawn and Candace. Yeah. So, I think we should do that next. Are you guys down with that in chat? Oh, let me.
And he's not just like big, just in the case. I mean, like he's big in the area.
Controlling the family. Dawn protects this man more than his own wife, more than his own children, more than anything. And I'm convinced that it was Tim Mullen that found him in prison and recruited him.
And now, Tim Mullen has connections.
You will learn that Don was wanting to get me close to Robin Lane to get me. Don Wells, who is Summer's dad, wanted me so badly, and it's out there on plenty of phone calls and recordings, to become a part of this cult with him. Shit got weird, okay? Shit got real weird. But I didn't marry him up, though. I didn't marry him up.
I think that their cult, they don't say it, but I think that they do the like more than one wife thing, but they don't.
Oh, the polyamory.
They groom together. Together.
That's cult activity. If I'm the guy who has all the power, like, guess what? I can sleep with your wife and you can't do anything about it.
That's why Candace called Cher a bunch of choice words on a daily. You could, when Cher was talking to Don, you could hear Candace in the back screaming.
Well, I mean, just the way we know he treats women in general, I can't imagine he's a great dude to be married to. Tell me that guy never flirts with the waitress?
Yeah.
Only at the Waffle House.
Yeah, but they know me there, so.
Real you're right.
This might give secondhand courage. My brief apologies. Ashley, while you're here, if it's okay with you, darling, if you could drop the stuck in the middle link. I just want to say to those of you amazing folks that are here, if you are interested in some of the chaos of our country and the world, I do have a channel with my best friend, my brother Josh, where we have been doing this show for over 4 years. I mean, 6 years. Please feel free to join us there for a political-based show. My channel is just my chaotic mind going everywhere, and I'm looking forward to utilizing that platform for learning and sharing a lot from what I'm learning here and trying to get as many people from my little community over here too.
Heck yeah. And sub Cfowls and check out his skate shop too. Links are in the description of this show. Ooh. Hey, Bama.
It's not Bam Margera, is it?
No.
That would just be the ultimate synchronicity in my life. I have a weird thing with Bam too. It's a whole. My life is weird, dude.
I have a history with him as well.
Oh my God.
He used to hang out at. No, I don't think so. He used to hang out at Mall of America a lot in Minnesota, and yeah. Anyway.
Oh.
Okay, I've got a question for all of you.
Yes.
So, for years, I've gone back and forth thinking that, this little girl got drug off by animals, or that she was, something happened to her and they hurt her and she didn't, make it off that hill, so to speak. But about a year ago, I think it was, I heard that someone from a gas station saw her, Candace, show up there and go in and wash her hands. In my opinion, people don't go to gas stations and go in and wash their hands. They go into gas stations to pick up drugs.
Well,
Cher or Tammie, have you heard about somebody seeing her at a gas station?
I heard about it. I'm not sure, honestly, if I believe it. But here's the thing. As you guys know, I used to manage Quick Trip for a long time. People go to gas stations to dope up, too. And why? Is because if they overdose, they know someone will find them quicker.
Yeah, my dumbass will find you in the bathroom when I go to check it in the next hour.
Yeah. I'm wondering if Dawn sent her to pick something up or she went to do that so that somebody could go up to the hill and get her. And I think maybe Candace didn't know it first, but she suspected. I also think that maybe Dawn got intoxicated at some point and admitted it to her. That's just my current theory.
So can I follow up with a question? Were you saying that somebody saw Candace just go into the gas, like she drove to the gas station, walked in, and just washed her hands?
Yes.
How can I ask furthermore? How do we know she just went in there to simply wash her hands?
Well, that's what they said. I just heard that, and I can't find it again. So I was wondering if Tammie or Cher remember hearing that.
Now, are you talking about the gas station? Remember, there's a gas station not too far from the Wells house on Ben Hill, and they said Candace was seen at. She stopped there. Is that the one? Maybe?
At like 5:30, they said.
Yeah.
Right?
Is that the one you're referring to?
Is that?
Yeah, and supposedly she was alone.
Yeah, but I'm going to be honest. I don't think I believe that.
Okay.
But I don't, just because I don't believe that doesn't mean it didn't happen either, right? So that's just I really don't believe that. But
a YouTuber went there and asked them. I think is that one of the places?
But we have to also remember that people around that area love to fuck with the YouTubers, right?
Yeah.
To be fair, I like to fuck with you too. It's one of my favorite pastimes.
Same. On my channel, you'll see me beefing with some people, but that is not the center of me.
I do remember hearing that. Someone said that she had went there afterwards, and why would she go there just to wash her hands? I do remember that.
I'm starting to string together my own theory here. I don't think she left the property on her own. I think she was taken somewhere. And it would be kind of a convenient, like, oh, if Candace is gone washing her hands at the gas station for no reason. Oh, look, weird. She was gone, so she couldn't have seen anything.
Yep.
Cher, do you have like a brief couple minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah? All right, so I just wanted to, because using AI, I had a concentration of the most controversial speculations regarding this case. So here's the top one: family cover-up of an accident, especially dry drowning or home accident. One public theory claims Summer drowned or had a fatal incident, possibly at a swimming hole earlier that day, or a fall at home.
Let me
Family
show you.
panicked, so on and so forth. And disappearance to avoid negligence or CPS scrutiny. A second one, like I'm just paraphrasing, well, basically, direct family involvement, parents or brothers. Number 3, child sold or rented into trafficking abuse network. And the final, cornbread mafia retaliation.
Hell yeah, dude. That's my favorite. I already know where you're going with that, and I'm in.
Speculation
So-
of a loose network of local drug operators. Okay, cornbread. Okay.
Yeah, dude, cornbread mafia is a real thing.
Yes, it is. Yeah,
Cornbread.
It is.
No.
First of all,
we're throwing up
it's
the Waffle
Wicked
House.
Clown.
There you go.
Waffle, cornbread, war's begun.
Oh man, this just went left.
And Bama, I kind of wondered if that's because I don't think that Candace was there. So I think that maybe that was excuse to get her to, that she was going there, but maybe not to wash her hands. Maybe she's going there to buy something other than what the store sells.
Yes,
I mean,
right.
drug deals definitely happen in bathrooms. I've encountered
Yeah.
that a lot as well.
100. Yeah. Look,
That's what I possibly think about that. And I think it happened when she was gone.
oversharing
compliance
as
disaster
I
just
do.
waiting to happen
My
until we found
experiences as a
connecting.
former
What actually-
addict when I was really hooked on opiates many 20 years ago, that was one of the ways of doing the purchase. Gas station bathrooms.
Yeah.
What is the?
And Dawn would send her on a run.
This is the video that was allegedly taken hours before she went missing. I don't
Hours?
believe it because it's heavily filtered.
hair.
I don't think it's from the same day because
also got
the hair. Yeah, she's got the hair's grown in too much.
Yeah.
So I personally don't think it's from the same day.
Was this filmed on a potato? What is happening?
See, it's heavily filtered and we don't know why.
She looks gray.
Yep.
Well,
The whole
water
video is
also-
great. Yeah.
It'd be like a mud hole.
The
like-
water's
But
nasty.
even like,
She
even
shouldn't
on
even
the
Oh, and then they need to also hear Hunter's interview with Chris McDonough and how when he was dropped off after hanging out with them, they were having conversations if Summer was alive or not. Like,
Yeah.
why?
Yeah.
Why, when you get dropped off, are you and your mom talking about if Summer is alive or not? That's weird.
And Summer shouldn't even be in that nasty water anyway.
Right.
that
Well, no,
pond-
people go, no, everyone was
Well,
swimming
there's
and
a
canoeing there, but yeah.
There's a stable up there. There's a horse stable
Yeah.
up there, and it goes there. The horse stuff goes down into that water.
Is that a skull?
No,
That's a
it's
rock.
a rock.
Okay, I thought I saw teeth at the bottom.
Someone's just trying to show, like, there's a big rock. She hit her head on a rock and drowned, but it's not. I personally don't believe that. And I don't believe that because of what comes out of Dawn's mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like the visual attempt at a forced narrative. That's a big red flag to me.
Yeah.
in the onset.
That's like when people
They
call
want you-
911 and they're like, we got a suicide. I fucking hate that so much because you're already just like putting, and that's what Dawn, like when they do, they're like, right away, it's a kidnapping. Someone ran up this steep fucking mountain, took her when the time was just perfect because they were all there. They were like, Mom and Grandma were home outside.
Mm-hmm.
Summer somehow got gone with Mom and Grandma and 3 brothers home, and Mom and Grandma were outside
They were
in
not
the driveway.
They
In
were
the
not-
driveway when it happened.
With the bears.
With the bears and the snakes and coyotes. Yeah.
God.
And they were not planting flowers because you could look in the pot and tell they had not just planted them because there was grass in there.
Well,
Come on.
This is a lot to take in.
It is a lot. It is a lot. So, you guys, we are almost at 3 hours, and we're going to have to pick Cassidy up from work shortly here, so I am going to hop off of here. But this was a really good chat. I want to give everyone a chance to say something. So go ahead, Eli.
As the professional talker of the bunch here, alrighty, guys, everybody get to your party rooms now. It is time for burgers. No, thank you, guys. Look, truly, it is through our insistence to find unity that distinguishes us from the darkness. That is our way to shine our light. It is our collective endeavor. So, by any means of your own effort, support us just by showing up. A like button, anything, honestly, a comment.
Subscribe.
Promote the engagement so we can continue to share our voice, which is a blessing in and of itself. So thank you for that.
And thank you for joining. I'm excited to have you guys take part in this. How about you, Cfowls?
I mean, just thanks for having me on and kind of giving me more of a reason to get back into this side of YouTube. I've been looking for a reason and just have never settled on anything, but now my mind is going and I'm going to be up all night thinking about crazy conspiracies and shit.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I'm all in. This has been really fun. I'm having a lot of fun doing these panels again.
So we've all actually just inspired each other to get back. I love this so much. You guys, our energy, right? Like this has to, at least once a week or so, we have to,
And let's figure out sparks that have become a fire.
Let's figure out that voices behind the funhouse stuff, Cfowls. Get a no, for real. Get a podcast going. That'd be awesome.
I mean, it's just me not being lazy anymore and committing to doing a podcast once or twice a week.
Let's go. Yeah.
I have all the tools. I just haven't been doing anything with it for a while because honestly, everything slowed way down and it just got annoying. I felt like I was always just defending myself about whatever various internet drama. And at a certain point, it's like, all right, well, this is stupid. I'm not even talking about topics anymore.
Yeah. I've learned you know your truth, so fuck what anyone says. Just continue on with your passion and what you like to do. Like I had to step away for a while because I was like, I don't like this isn't fun anymore. And I'd rather just do this stuff privately like I've done all my life and fuck sharing it with anyone on YouTube anymore, you know? But also I start missing everybody on YouTube. Like I've had people from day one, like Tammie, like I have very loyal following and I'd be so stupid and I know that would probably let some people down. And I really enjoy, like I started out really enjoying what I do and meeting people like Tammie and Cfowls and Eli. Like as much bad and hateful people are out there, just know that when you lock in, you will find the good ones like these people I have on panel tonight. You will. And it won't matter about how many people you have because it's about the quality of people that you have. It truly is. So, well, I'm going to end it. You guys, Tammie, do you have anything to say before we end the stream?
No, thank you for inviting me up. It was nice meeting y'all. Hopefully I'll be on panel with y'all again. Welcome to the Summer Wells rabbit hole.
I like your twang, and immediately I am just now your number1 fan.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, that's Louisiana. That's where I'm
need
from.
Some sweet tea right now. All right, kids.
I appreciate it.
Do the thing. God bless.
I'm gonna end it, and I can chat with you guys for a minute after. All right, chat. We're gonna have a private conversation now without chat. All right, but we'll all see you again soon.
Patreon, assholes.
Good night, Pat. See y'all later.
Good night, guys. Much love. Bye.